The countdown was already going. Um, we have a missing chair here. Peter would be back. He's checking on his dog. But I am your host, King Black Cherry. With me, I have Mr. The Real Ant-Man.
What is up, everybody? How is it going this fine
Hey,
evening?
what's up, guys?
There is Etep. He is back in the house.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll tonight.
Yeah?
It's gonna be fun.
Are you ready? Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be real fun. It's gonna be real fun indeed. All right. So first, breaking news, gentlemen. Do you have any breaking news?
What's up, Shauna?
What's up, Shauna?
What up?
Do I have any breaking news? So some pretty cool stuff. I don't know if it's on the slides, and I don't know if it really has anything to do with my my game stuff, but Xbox is now bringing backwards compatible games to the cloud, which is pretty awesome. So you can play 360 games and Xbox original games now via the cloud.
Yes, that is true.
I thought that was a pretty cool thing that they added today. Also, there's a Series X version of ESO coming. I'm pretty sure there'll be a PS5 version as well. So that's pretty awesome if you play those games.
Now, why?
Why? I think there's a lot of subscribers still to it.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It just seems like weird. Like I don't think I haven't heard a lot of people play it personally. So I'm just like, why is that the thing now?
So on Steam, in the last 30 days, there's been 20,000 people playing.
Hey, would somebody say what's up, Scriven, man? Because you guys totally ignored him, dude.
What's up, Scriven?
I'm sorry, my fellow brother. How are you?
I mean, hey, I recognize that. Hey, what's up, Scriven? Hey, these guys are too busy chit-chatting. Anthony always loves Xbox. So.
What can I say, man? The value.
The value.
The value of Xbox.
The Walmart bin of video games. Yes.
That's fine. I shop at Walmart all the time.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
All right. Any other breaking news, gentlemen? Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. ESO, good news. Backwards compatibility. Have you tried out the xCloud yet, Anthony?
Yeah. I actually got a Samsung tablet, like a cheaper one, because I don't have a Samsung phone and I wanted to try it out. So I got like $100 little tablet and it works good. So I enjoy it. I'm able to play my the cloud games through it. I tried out Madden and I tried out Hellblade. Both ran really smooth, and I was happy with both.
All right.
So
have you taken it outside of your home and tried it?
I don't have like 5G or anything on it, so it's.
Well, no, I mean like you go to like a local Starbucks or something, and just like, let me whip this out real quick.
I haven't. I really don't leave my house very often. So if I work from home and I stay at home, I try not to go out in public.
Gotcha.
You're already or like what's it? Quarantine yourself pre-COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Already quarantined, man. You never been that like for you, man. It never affected you that much. The whole quarantine because you're already quarantined from society.
Pretty much.
I mean, really, honestly, though, and let's be honest. If you had a great surround sound, huge screen, and tons of video games, would you really even care to leave in your house?
I do have all that. That's why I don't leave my house.
I mean, at some point, you need some fresh air. You need.
He does get fresh air.
Yeah, that's why I have my back porch for, man. When I'm grilling and drinking my beer, I just get my fresh air from the porch.
He does enjoy the weather.
But don't you have an urge to like go somewhere and just people watch? Just like watch people watch.
I don't have
I mean, I do like it. I do enjoy going to the parks around here because they have some really nice parks with like really nice like nature walking trails, like way better than anything that used to be in the Florida area. Because like they actually have like hills and like there's trees besides pine trees and palm trees.
Wow, this is Avery over there.
Hello.
Hey.
Did you bring me?
Two of my front teeth.
You lost two of your front teeth. You can put your teeth in the under your pillow for Tooth Fairy.
What are they?
He said you can put your teeth under your pillow for the Tooth Fairy.
So you can get some money.
Because it's on my headset, sweetheart.
Oh, can you put it on?
I can't.
Why?
Because we're live.
That's what happens, man. Anything can happen when you're live, right?
Exactly. Anything can happen in the WWE.
Anything and everything.
There you go.
All right. How often do you even go to the parks in Florida? Good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Let me think. I went to Blue Ridge Park pretty often. That is down Salford. And I went to the park that was by Dan's house. I don't remember. I think it's like McGibbon Park. But like it's literally like those parks are literally just like the kids' playgrounds. There's like nothing there. Like these one, like the one that we go to over here, Little Mulberry Park, it has like over 5 miles of walking trails like in there. Like that's amazing. So
yeah, but you don't got no beaches over there.
Sorry, dude. Just taking a snatch. We got beaches. Who the fuck wants to go though?
That's a PG.
Oh
man.
man,
Who the hell wants to see him?
Yeah.
Scriven says, I hate people, sunlight, and conversation that happens without a keyboard. I also am not a fan of fresh air.
See, Scriven's my kind of beats, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. People overrated.
We're people.
Well, we're overrated then.
And I'm seeing you guys through keyboards, so it's cool.
This is true. This is very true. Very true.
But again, there's always an open offer. If you guys want to come visit me in the great state of Georgia, then you guys are more than welcome.
Yeah, buy me a ticket. Buy me a plane ticket. I'll go there.
I'll pay for your gas, Pete.
Hey, I'm okay with that. Then pay for my gas.
There you go.
Now, well, I'll definitely stop by one of these. You know, I mean, I don't know when, but I'll definitely stop by. Of course, I definitely wouldn't mind checking Georgia. I haven't been there, so I wouldn't mind going to a different state.
Mountainous.
Can you say, you know, I've been to, let's see, 4 different countries. 3 different countries. Can you say that?
I've been to Mexico. I've been to where did we go, Pete? The Bahamas.
Okay, I got 4 countries on you. 4 countries on you. Bahamas.
I've been to Grand Caymans, but yeah, that's it. I've never been to like Europe or anything like that.
I've been to Europe.
I've only been to Bahamas. That's it. And I barely remember it.
No, yeah, but you know what's crazy? I'm missing good stuff in Florida. What is up with this? Never been west of, like, always the East Coast. I've always been East Coast. Never been any west from, like, I'm talking about Illinois or Midwest or any of those places. Like, so everything like literally been East Coast. So only might go a little bit West Coast.
Up and down the Midwest. I've been to Illinois, Kansas, Missouri.
Nope.
So I mean, Texas.
If you want to count taking a road trip from here to Ohio to Scriven's wedding,
that counts.
That
counts. That's out of state. That's Midwest or Mid-East or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, what's going on in your neighborhood, Pete? So there's some guy killed his girlfriend and staged it to look like a suicide. That's crazy stuff going on down there, man.
Yeah, I'm too busy working, so I don't even know what the hell's going on.
It's the Florida man.
I mean, they could be like whatever.
Florida man.
Listen, go here, go to work, come to my house, relax, and also I got weapons. So if anybody wants to try anything, you know, go right ahead.
He has a samurai sword on deck.
Well, that and other things.
Just be careful with that, Pete. Be careful with the samurai sword.
Yeah, that is deadly. So, but you know, like I said, I don't try to, you know, worry about the noise. So, but anyways, what else we have breaking news? I don't know the slide, so I'm not sure what's ahead, but I'm guessing we pretty much got most of the stuff covered, right?
Tomorrow's a big sports day, gentlemen.
Well, Final Four?
No. Baseball opening day.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Come on, Pete.
And we also got Final Four coming up soon, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
It's Gonzaga and UCLA, and I don't know the other 2 teams.
Is it Michigan?
Michigan's one. I don't know the final in the Final Four.
Michigan and I'm not sure.
I've been to every state in the U.S. except Washington, Michigan, Alaska, and Hawaii. I really want to go to Alaska.
Yeah, in the summertime, not in the winter.
No way. Send me in the winter.
The winter.
Crazy, man.
So,
Yeah,
so
man,
we can so we can feel what it's like to be 30 days of night, just
Yeah, exactly.
blizzarding cold.
That, and I want to go for like with the snow dogs. Like that would be so cool, man. Going on a sled with like the dogs out there.
Guys, give me 1 second. My dog is calling. He wants to be let inside. So
see, he wants to go carry the sleigh, man.
You know what's
the dog sledding out there.
It's funny how weird the owners want. Actually, dogs own us, man, because they always demand us to do everything for them. You know what I'm saying? Clean up their poop, feed them, walk them around.
So who got who trained, Pete?
What?
Who got who trained?
They got me trained.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look at you! Look at you running. Oh man! But
all right. Anyway,
let's go to them slides.
Yeah, let's go to the slides. All right. So this week in gaming subscriptions.
Oh, and I am ready for that, actually. I am going to start out with the better subscriptions this month. So in April, PlayStation Plus has the PS5 game Oddworld Soulstorm, and then they have the PS4 games Days Gone, and hold on, I don't want to butcher the name, Zombie Army 4: The Dead War, which is way better than Xbox offering, which is Vikings, Wolves of Midgard, Truck Racing Championship, Dark Void, and Hard Corps Uprising. With Game Pass, the only things we know that are coming so far in April are Outriders, which is actually a huge game, NHL 20, and Second Extinction is the other one. The beta is coming out for that for Game Pass members, or I don't know if it's a beta or if it's game preview. It's one of the other. And then tomorrow's Epic Game Store game is Tales of the Neon Sea. So
I'm going to interrupt one thing, dude. Like Shauna says, I hide from them as well. Number one, the other day I saw Rob riding his bike. He said, "Well, hi." I say hi back. "Hey, Rob, why don't you come over and hang out?" He never did.
So were you walking and he was like, "To your left"?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Don't you say it.
It wasn't what was it, Winter Soldier or whatever and all that. But I just want to say that I did say, "Hey, come over, hang," and then boom, nothing. So you know what?
Oh,
don't
man.
say I've been hiding.
You hear Pete calling him out?
Oh man, what's gonna happen?
Oh dang!
LOL.
Do you have the Netflix news in the slides?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
That's some huge news. What? What?
Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. It is a big offering for Game Pass. Outriders was pretty fun. I played the demo. I can't see myself paying full price for that game. So kudos to Xbox for getting it.
Do you have Game Pass still, Chris?
Yeah.
So
I'm not. I will not play that game.
I will be on it if you'd like to play it with me. So the first time I played the demo, I skipped all the cutscenes and just started playing it, and I was like, meh. So then I actually went back. Me and Kyle played it, and I actually watched the cutscenes, and I was like, okay, this is actually a cool story, and I actually like the game. So I'm actually looking forward to it. It's basically Gears of War had a baby with Destiny.
Would you pay $60 or $70 for it?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Do I ever pay $60 or $70 for a game? Come on, man.
I know. Never pay $60 for a game. And when's the last time you paid $60 for a game?
The Super Mario 3D World.
No, I paid $50 for that because I went to Walmart to make sure to get it for $50.
Bro, that's a good question.
No, I didn't even buy the 3D World though. I bought the Mario collection. I didn't buy it. Hey, what's up, Leah?
Ninja.
It's Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. She was trying to do the Ninja Turtle thing. Totally messed that up.
Oh my god! Like, hey, Ninja, hey, like what? What is Ninja? Let get it.
That's like a nerd pretending to be a nerd, but not really being the nerd. And it's like you couldn't stick the landing.
Leah's a nerd, just a different nerd.
Exactly.
Hey Ninja, hey. Hey Ninja, hey. Doesn't really go with the song, man.
Oh man.
Oh, that's great, dude. I love it.
I totally like lost my train of thought now.
Oh, my
So the
God.
last time I paid $60 for a video game, is the question.
Ah, thanks, Mark. He likes our t-shirts.
What is up, Mark? Yeah, I'll get back to you guys on that one. It'll come to me later in the show.
You still can't get the
I honestly can't remember the last time I purchased an Xbox game or a PlayStation game. Like, because of Game Pass, like I really haven't bought anything. I mean, I bought like It Takes Two, but that was like $35, so I can't even really count that as a full price game.
Every single time you say Game Pass, we're gonna need to take a shot.
Shot of coffee.
No, like a shot. I swear to God, you say Game Pass all the time, bro.
Love Game Pass.
Nothing but Game Pass.
Love it.
Oh my goodness.
Game Pass.
Best value in gaming. If you're not doing it, you're doing it wrong.
I can't wait for them to be like $25 more, like a month, so you can be like, screw Game Pass.
Well, once they go to $20 a month and they include Ubisoft Plus in there,
you never know. I mean, don't get me wrong though. You really know how to sell it because
that's a rumor. Ubisoft Plus with included for $20, like it's a $5 premium.
You really know how to sell it, man.
A lot of games.
No.
Dude, they already have a lot of games, but
full price games. Chris, I can't remember the last full price game I bought. I can't.
Spider-Man.
I didn't buy Spider-Man. I borrowed it from my friend and beat it.
What the?
Dude. Oh, he really is a definition of a cheap ass gamer. Straight up a cheap ass gamer. He was cheap ass gamer before it was actually a cool term.
Mario 64. What was that?
Mario Odyssey.
You probably got it as a birthday gift or Christmas.
No, I bought Mario Odyssey. You know what? I think that was probably before
Luigi's Mansion 3.
No, I bought that one from Walmart because it was $50. But no. I think Mario Odyssey though I did pay full price for. I think you're right. I think I did pay full price for Mario. Yeah, I think I paid.
Yeah, but you're happy with that paying $60 for that game.
Yeah, that was good. What's up, Devin? Let's go.
What's up, man, Devin? I just feel.
Oh gosh.
I feel like Ant definitely got his money's worth of Odyssey though.
Yeah, I mean, I beat it 100%. So.
Oh, for God's sake.
Right off the bat. Right off the bat.
This fucking guy right here with like his fucking Jets sucks every single time. Because the Bucks won a Super Bowl, now you got the chance to talk.
Hey, to his defense, he was saying that before the Bucks won the Super Bowl.
True story.
You're not even in the same division. That's the word. You're not even in the same conference, for God's sake. You know what I'm saying?
Does it have to be? We don't have to be.
No, it doesn't. You know, I usually hate the teams on my.
You know why he says it, Pete? Because it gets under your skin. Look at you. You're so bad right now.
We have to be in the same division. I don't even like basketball. I get to sit and say New York Knicks suck. Boom. There you go.
This year, they don't suck this year. The Knicks actually are, I think, 4th or 5th in the Eastern Conference and all that, and that says a lot for the New York Knicks.
Do you see them beating the Brooklyn Nets?
On the right night, if Randall's on fire, yeah.
I mean,
hey, all I gotta say is give Randall and like RJ Barrett like 2 more years together and put like maybe 1 or 2 more pieces on there, and they'll be a real deal team
I definitely think the Nets are going to the freaking finals. I don't see any really when you look at the East, man. What is it? The Nets and the Sixers. And the Sixers and Nets are going to just go steamroll through that whole conference.
It's kind of like lame though how the Lakers and the Nets like just keep like getting like all these like star players. It's just like I don't know. I'm not a fan of it.
Of like the super teams?
Yeah, I'm not. I think it's it's cheap.
The big three. Because it's funny.
It's not even big 3, man. You see how many goddamn players those teams got? Dude, the Nets is like a big 5.
It's like a big 7.
Yeah.
You got Harden. You got Durant. You got
Kyrie
Irving. Who else?
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin's there now?
Yeah, and they just got Aldridge, dude.
Marcus Aldridge?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm
When did this
saying,
happen?
dude. Dude,
How the hell did they end up getting these guys? How the fuck did they end up getting these guys?
They traded for either traded or they signed him.
No wonder LeBron is out with a ankle injury. He's probably like, screw this. I'm not even gonna bother to play the rest of the season.
No, he's sitting there saying I'm 36 years old. What like you guys building a super team? I'm only 36.
LeBron's like, well, we don't have that much money to get our own super team.
Dude, it's ridiculous, dude. It's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's the thing with free agency, though. Players are given the right to be like,
and they have DeAndre Jordan on that team.
What?
That's ridiculous, dude.
They're not the same players they used to be, but still,
it's still ridiculous.
Yeah,
dude.
it is ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this much: with all those old guys, the Knicks could actually outrun them if they wanted to.
Yeah, I don't think the Knicks.
They need to play some UNLV running Rebs basketball, man. Just try to score 150 points and then they'll win.
But no, that's just crazy though to get all these players to go over there and start playing on the Nets, man.
Dude, the Lakers got a crazy team now too, man.
Yeah, they do now.
Hey, you know what though,
they just picked up Andre Drummond.
Yep.
Who?
Andre Drummond.
Wait a minute. Who's picked up?
The Lakers. Yeah, dude. It doesn't stop, man. The craziness doesn't stop.
All right.
You guys watch basketball. Hey, I watch sports, man. I am a sports fan. I will watch pretty much anything.
Mario's dead.
Oh God, I had to retweet this morning. Overreaction.
Is it overreaction?
Oh,
is it?
No. I will agree that it is 100% retarded that they are pulling this from the store. Dumb.
Well, no, it's not just that. It is also the Mario battle royale thing that they were doing for Tetris 99 thing.
Yeah.
They also
Mario 35.
Mario 35. Today's the last day for that. Today's the last day for getting your Super Mario 3D World game from the eShop and in physical stores or whatever case may be. Pretty much they wanted an upsale of not upsale, but they want to make sure that everyone buys their copies before the fiscal year is out.
Yeah, it's lame. They should leave this. First of all, you want people to buy your NSO, your Nintendo Switch Online service. What are you doing? There's two things available. I'm sorry, 3 things available on it. The old games, which you update, put one trash game on there every couple months, and then you have your Tetris 99, and then you had Mario 35. So what you're taking out a third of the offering from your NSO?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
My question is, why? Why take it out? Why it? How is this something where it doesn't really cost them that much? I don't think, right? I mean, these games are just rehashed games and all that stuff that you know what I'm saying, that they put in.
It doesn't cost them anything. It's literally just a spot on their online store. Even if you stop selling it physically, why stop selling it digitally?
It makes no sense to me. It's I understand maybe they want to get it out, maybe have good upsell and all that, but to say that, oh yeah, we're gonna take it out forever. I mean, it makes no sense to me. I think it's just dumb.
I mean, it's the whole Disney release thing, where they release Disney movies for a certain period of time, and then they take it off.
What was that? The vault? Was that what it was called?
Yeah, they put it back in the vault. This is literally what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
And what they're doing, and also the fact they want to make sure that they get all their sales before their fiscal year is up. And to be honest with you, the 3D World has been up 276%. The past couple of days, because people are buying it nonstop, just because they know the fact after today you will no longer be able to buy it.
So it's working, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I bought mine right away. I remember bought mine in November or whatever. So
I bought mine right away too, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go get it, so that way I don't have to worry about not being able to get it later on.
I tell you what, though,
and I ended up paying $10 for mine.
That's a good deal.
I tell you what, that since we have a physical copy, and since they're stopped, who knows if it might be worth money later on? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Might be
Should have left
time.
it sealed. That's about all it's worth, anyways.
There you go. Mark says the best. Spot on, Chris. Sad. Yeah, it's pretty stupid. It's dumb to do stuff like that. I think it's a cheap way of just getting your sales up and all that, but it takes away from the people who actually support your product. And I think Ant said it best when it comes to Nintendo. They don't do a good job. You know, for the people who's in the Nintendo fanboys who support their product for years, they seem not to care so much about them sometimes. Case in point, the people who bought the Wii U, all the re-releases on the Switch, it's like, okay, so you want me to re-buy these games again on the Switch?
The silly thing is Nintendo fans are going to spend money on them anyways. So, literally, if they just pass the license over from one system to another, it doesn't matter because it's not like Nintendo fans aren't going to be dropping money on every single Nintendo game that comes out.
Yeah.
Mario's not canceled. Calm down.
No, Mario's still like their baby. I mean, really. Oh, look at like for instance, look at what they're doing over there in Japan. Over there, they had the what was it, the Mario like theme park?
Yeah,
and I've heard rave reviews about it too. I can't wait for it to come to the
I heard
States.
the Mario Kart game or ride is built on a game engine, so they could actually patch it and update it. I was like, that's actually pretty cool.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, awesome. that's a very
turtle shells and all that.
I don't know what the ride looks like, but I'm but I was like, that's very good forward thinking on that. Too bad the company doesn't do that. Universal Studios probably did.
Okay.
Enough shade being thrown here.
I'm like
sick burn. All right, let's move on.
He has some hurt feelings about Nintendo, man. Real hurt feelings.
Sick burn. All right, so Mortal Kombat movie delayed 1 week.
And why is that?
Why 1 week, man? Like, what's the difference?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what the difference is.
Oh, tell me.
Because the 1 week puts subscribers that subscribe for the Snyder Cut outside of the 30-day window, so they have to subscribe for another month.
Smart thinking. Yeah. Smart thinking.
Smart or dirty? Smart or dirty?
Smart.
Dirty smart.
But dirty.
No. It's not dirty.
A little dirty.
It's a little dirty.
Is it though?
The fact that they're delaying it just to make you subscribe another month, I can understand if there was a production issue and it was a month, or a post-production issue and it was a month, but they knew what they were doing when they delayed it a week. That's why it's dirty.
So since last week, Snyder Cut released, HBO Max downloads have went up 69% than what it normally has been. So yes, this is a smart idea for them to do this, so they can make more money. Also think of it like this as well. You're paying, we had this conversation before a little bit, $30 for 3 movies.
That's true.
Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat. We could say that Zack Snyder's Justice League is in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Zack Snyder's Justice League would continue on because the fact it's an HBO Max original, and so they'll always be on that platform.
That's good. That's really good.
But Kong versus Godzilla has 31 days starting today, and then Mortal Kombat comes out, and then whatever movies I think coming out in May, which I think would be Into the Heights or something like that coming out in May, and then so on and so forth. They've been doing this for quite a while. They just needed a big push from a movie for them to do this.
But eventually, I'm pretty sure all these movies are going to be on HBO Max, right? Eventually,
you'll probably be back on it. Yeah.
The grace period of them being in theaters and then going to so. But it's pretty cool to having this option being you can watch it in the movie theater or you can watch it at home. It's a really cool option, all that stuff. And I think right now we're going to get high quality movies now from HBO, which is because Wonder Woman was great. It was a high quality movie, but it was I mean, for you guys, it's kind of disappointing. I didn't mind it so much. For you guys, it was disappointing. Little Saints was all right. I mean, there've been some movies and all that. I don't know. I haven't seen all the movies, to be quite honest.
Oh,
but
you
I
should
know-
watch Tom and Jerry, Pete.
I heard that movie sucked.
The movie sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, I was really impressed with Snyder Cut. I thought that was really cool. Like I said, I haven't watched all the movies that premiered, but I'm really impressed. I think from what I hear, and you're going to talk about it later on, Godzilla and vs. Kong is really good and all that. From what you told me, what you told us, Chris, I will give you for a review later on. And
I will talk about it later on.
Yeah.
Devin didn't like it.
Well, Devin, we'll talk about that. We'll just talk about that.
And Mortal Kombat looks like it could be legit, so I'm definitely excited for that.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, also on the hold on, I didn't make sure where I got a delay to because we got more delays coming.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, more delays.
You gotta love
and the April Foolers are out early, guys. Just a heads up. So be careful.
Yeah.
I already seen somebody say like Halo got delayed till next year, and it was like a fake Halo account. So like they're out early this year.
There's one Bud Light seltzer is making like pizza, Bud Light pizza seltzer flavors.
That's nasty.
I saw that. Yeah, very nasty. But Sony delays Resident Evil release date. It's supposed to be for September 3rd. It is now November 24th. So there's that.
That's an interesting delay. To put it in late November and Thanksgiving, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's not really.
It is interesting, but also that weekend as well is San Diego International Comic Con for some odd.
Okay, well that makes it a little bit better, but that's just a weird weekend because when I think of Thanksgiving movies like that time frame, I don't think of like a scary like zombie movie. So that's a little. Yeah. I would have thought that would have been more of like an September October movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I always think of when Thanksgiving rolls around, it's usually like an epic movie, like a sci-fi epic or like a fantasy epic movie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I mean, I don't care. I love Resident Evil, so I'll watch it anytime. So, but it just seems like a weird time.
Well, as long as it's good, as long as it's definitely more to like the video games and not like.
Is this the cartoon one or is this the live action one?
The live action one.
Okay.
The remake.
It's not going to have anything to do with the girl from the Fifth Element one.
Mila Jovovich.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Mila Jovovich. No.
I'm interested.
Yes.
We'll see what happens.
Also, as well, more delays that happened. Venom 2 got delayed by a week.
What the hell was this?
September 17th to September 24th.
Is there something coming out?
I know what that was. That was probably because Marvel moved the movie into September.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
They moved Shang-Chi into the beginning of September. So they probably wanted 3 weeks out.
That makes sense.
Also, as well, Mr. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has decided to be like, hey, you know what? Black Adam has a release date of July 29th, 2022.
Next year. Okay.
Next year.
Jungle Cruise is still on schedule, from what I hear. So
is it?
July this year. Still on schedule.
I'll
believe it when I see it, and I do want to see it. So
it's Disney, man.
I believe it when I see it, and
they'll up the lane stuff.
Straight to Disney Plus with a $30 price tag on it.
Yep, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do.
3 weeks after I purchase Black Widow.
Yeah, you gotta spend that money, Ant.
I will. I will put my money where my mouth is.
You're not gonna go watch it in the theater, man. You're not gonna go watch it in the theater.
It's gonna cost me more to watch it in the theater. Pete.
Come on, man. The theater.
Don't you have T-Mobile? Don't you have T-Mobile and like you get $6 movie tickets or whatever?
Where you get that from?
I thought you guys always got like $6 movie tickets or something.
Oh no,
like that.
no,
$5
that's like
movie tickets.
that's like on. They have to be running that promotion that week. I was like about to look on my T-Mobile app. Like, where's that at? No, this week was this week I actually got the MLB ticket for free. So that's actually $130 value. So I'm actually pretty happy with that.
So you get to watch MLB.
What was that, Pete?
You get to watch MLB.
Yeah, I'll watch all my Yankee games. And what did you say, Chris?
See, there you go. You $130 saved you right there. Boom.
Yeah,
It's
boom.
all about the discount.
The last time I got a movie ticket from that was Sonic, but that's probably because there hasn't been anything in the movie theaters. But it was $2 for the Sonic ticket, which I thought was pretty awesome.
You paid $2 for a Sonic ticket?
Yeah, I would pay full price for it though. I like that movie.
Yeah, you didn't know going in there though.
No, I was unsure because it's a video game movie, but
exactly,
it was good. I really enjoyed it.
All right.
All right. So, and also something we didn't talk about last week, but we are talking about right now, the Oscars nominees got announced.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Let's go through some. So, this is a very interesting category. Actor in a leading role: Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal; Chadwick Boseman, Marini's Black Bottom; Anthony Hopkins, The Father; Gary Oldman, Mank; Stephen Ewan, Minari. Those are your actors in a leading role. Actor in a supporting role.
That's the guy that plays Glenn in The Walking Dead, right?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Glenn? Yep. Actor in a supporting role: Sacha Baron Cohen, The Trial of Chicago 7; Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah; Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami; Paul Raci, Sound of Metal; Lakeith Stanfield, Judas and the Black Messiah. This is where I find this interesting. Lakeith was actually the main actor in the movie. So why is he nominated for a supporting role?
Who is he supporting?
Exactly.
Question.
Like, who was the supporting actor in the movie? I'm like, who was the main actor in the movie?
That's funny.
That's weird. Like, even he made fun of it, like, on his Instagram. He was like, "What the fuck?" And then he was like, he goes through the list. He's like right at the beginning of the credits. He's like, my name's there. That's interesting. All right, but actress.
Is there some kind of rule where you have to be on the screen for so long? Like how do they even decide?
It's kind of weird though, because it's the same thing with, like, let's say you have a male and a female actress. Sometimes a female actress, even though she's a main actress, it goes to supporting. It makes no sense to me, really, when you look at the whole thing. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
I wonder if you have to have so many lines or something like that.
I'm not sure how it works.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how it works, man. But it is weird the way they nominate certain things. Because I've seen it doing before, and you're just kind of like, that makes no sense to me. So,
what is the limited buy thing you can't get soon? I missed it.
Mario.
Mario.
3D Classics or whatever it was called. 3D All-Stars.
3D All-Stars, yeah. 3D All-Stars. Yeah. Actress in a leading role: Viola Davis, Marini's Black Bottom; Andra Day, The United States versus Billie Holiday; Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman; Frances McDormand, Nomadland; Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman. Actress in supporting role: Maria Bakalova, I think I want to say it. That'd be Borat 2. Good and Close, Hillaby Elegy. Wow. Sorry, I'm messing that up. Olivia Colman, The Father; Amanda Seyfried, Mank. Oh, I'm gonna mess this one up. Yu Jong Yuan, Minari. Sorry if I butchered that. Best Animated Movie: Onward, Over the Moon, A Shaun the Sheep, the movie, whatever, Farmageddon, Soul, Wolfwalkers. Never heard of that one. Cinematography: Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank. News of the World, Nomadland. The Trial of the Chicago 7. Let's go to directors here. Directing: Another Round, Thomas Vinterberg. Never heard of him. Mank, David Fincher. Minari, Lee Isaac Chung. Nomadland, Chloe Zhao. Promising Young Woman, Emerald Fennell. And editing, The Father, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, The Trial of Chicago 7. Let's see. Best Picture. Oh, here we go. The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, The Trial of Chicago 7. Seems like a running theme here. And that's pretty much about the big ones there.
So,
Now,
I'm sorry, Devin has a question. Says, you guys watch UFC and talk about it on the show? We don't talk about UFC on the show, but I mean, do you guys watch UFC at all?
Not as much as I used to.
Yeah, not as much.
Me neither, honestly. I know they had a really good fight the other day and all that, but I can't. I only watch the highlights, so.
Yeah, only I like kind of got it. We ain't got time to stay up that late. It's like
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning. We ain't got time for that.
I know that's what you youngins do.
Well,
Youngins.
we're not that young anymore yet.
True.
But what do you guys think of the nominees? It seems like it's a running thing of The Father, Judas the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and Trial of Chicago 7. Seems like those were like the big hits.
I mean, it's COVID, so I mean, a lot of movies have been delayed or been. I'm surprised that Tenet didn't get. Did they get any nominations for like special effects and all these other things?
I'm actually gonna look here. Love and Monsters.
Considering that like that's one of the big releases in the theaters.
Oh, Tenet did get nominated.
Okay.
For visual effects.
Okay, cool. But I don't know. I just feel though this year has been really weird when it comes to like all these things come out. I'm not saying these movies. I mean, I'm pretty sure all these movies are really good and excellent and watch, but we don't really know like I mean, what's like a vast number of movies came out? Some came out streaming, some did not, whatever. So who's to say that? Like I said, I haven't watched any of these movies, so I don't even know the quality of these movies. I'm not sure how good some of them might be excellent, but it's weird to say. So I think when you see the movies, it's like you only have like this certain amount of movies are being nominated.
Yeah,
that's it, man. That's what you got. So, but I always feel the Oscars does have like I always feel they do pick like certain movies and they nominate the shit out of certain movies. Like they'll have their favorites and they'll nominate the shit out of it.
Yeah,
but there'll be some movies that get the 10 nominations and all that stuff, but then they don't even win and like best picture or the main ones. They'll just get like best editing, best cinematography, best this, and then the best director, best kind of like what was it, 1917? They completely got like it got like I don't know how many nominations and didn't really get the big ones. So
yeah, wish it got robbed.
Best director definitely got. Sam Mendes definitely got robbed for best director. I'm sorry, even though I think Parasite is an excellent movie.
Yeah. But we will probably maybe do a showcase and review at least some, if not all, of the nominees. We'll see what we can actually stream, what we can't actually do.
Yeah, I actually look forward to watching the movies, but yeah, like Chris was saying, like me and him were looking prior to the show, and most of the movies are like that are not already on a streaming service. It's like $20 to rent them, so we're like,
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're like, we might wait for those ones and maybe do them later in the year.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I'll watch. Like, I know Mink is available on.
Yeah, Mink's available.
Trial of Chicago 7's available.
Where is that on
Netflix as well.
Netflix.
All right, cool.
And then
Sound of Metal is on
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yep, and then Nomadland's on Hulu.
Yep.
All right, cool.
So you can at least watch 4 of them.
The rest, you're gonna
Devil's
have to
Advocate.
Devil's
Advocate. Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I don't mind watching those 4, and just kind of giving our take of which one's the best out of the 4.
Yeah, we
did. I thought we did a good job last year. Actually, we actually watched most of the movies, man, that we're supposed to, watch.
I think I watched them all except for Little Women.
Little Women.
Yeah.
And
So.
it's nothing against Little Women. I just felt like, oh, it's a remake. I mean, why? You know,
if you guys really want in May for our chick flick month, we could watch Little Women.
I'm down. I have no problem with
We'll put that up to a nominee.
There you go.
Yeah, I have
We'll
no problem with
put that up to voting up there for all the women to nominate.
That's always the fun month where we
God.
get to
I gotta
watch
start building.
movies that
I gotta
we'll
start
never
building my list. Yeah, I gotta start doing
Oh,
that.
jeez.
I might need
No
some
good.
help from that.
So Shauna, which Little Women, the new one, or because I know there's a new one. There's
I think
an
she's
old
talking
one in
about
the
the new one.
1990s. I think there's like maybe I think that movie has been made like several times.
There are many of them, but not that one.
Yeah, I think she's talking about the new one.
Okay. Because I know there's many of them.
The new
Oh,
one.
the new one?
Yeah. So this is happening. Ghost of Tsushima.
That could be cool.
That is going to be freaking amazing.
Did they say what the timeline is for that?
No, it's probably going to be like around the time of the game.
Oh, the
Or you
second
mean
one?
What are you talking about?
No,
Oh.
I'm talking about like the timeline when it's going to come out.
Oh no, there's no timeline yet. The new one was not worth watching.
Oh,
Gotcha.
there you go. Even
There
though
you
they
go.
get nominated for an Oscar.
Dang.
That is true.
Pete's like wanting to watch it, I think.
Throwing that shade.
I'm just kind of. I'll be honest though, man. Like last year's, I think selection of movies were excellent. I thought, like, I actually liked all the movies we watched from the Oscars. I thought they're all pretty good. That's what I'm saying though. Like, I felt like
I actually agree with you. I think that all the other 8 movies I think we watched, they were all really good movies.
yeah,
so.
I enjoyed every single one of them. There's not one where I'm like, okay, this movie sucks. I don't know why it was nominated. I thought
what's crazy too is we watched the Marriage Story, and that's a movie I normally wouldn't watch, and I even like that movie.
That was an excellent movie. Very, very well. That was an excellent movie. That was excellent. Jojo Rabbit was excellent.
Yeah.
There was a Ford vs Ferrari. The Irishman. I mean, geez, I can go on and on. Parasite. They're all excellent movies. 1917. I mean,
What?
I don't know which.
Due to the fact that there was not many out, even at that, it was boring.
She's talking about movies in general at that time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey Pete, I found a movie that's probably right up your alley. I was looking at Rotten Tomatoes, see what was streaming. It's called Slacks. It's a slim cut slice of bizarre horror. Basically, it's about a pair of pants that are possessed.
Oh God.
dear God.
Oh God.
Here's the crazy part, guys. 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow. Oh, now I gotta watch this.
No. Don't be fooled. This could be another crawl store situation.
No.
59 reviews.
Yeah. What was Crawl's reviews? Like over 100?
Like
it was like over 180%. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Slack, man.
It could be another Thanksgiving though.
This is true.
Great. Thanksgiving was great. Oh my God, what a terrible movie, but it's so bad it's good.
What is it on? It says like now streaming. I don't even see what it's on. Comedy horror.
Oh yeah, so it's definitely a Thanksgiving situation.
Or Evil Dead, which is also great. Oh man.
Nah, I don't know about Evil Dead being great. It's a movie.
It's a movie that I'll watch once in every 5 years.
You do like the new one though, Chris. You do like the new one.
I very much enjoyed the new one.
Yes, and there wouldn't be no new one without the old one.
This is true.
So technically, Evil Dead is great.
Wow, Godzilla vs Kong has an 81%. That's really good for that kind of movie.
Which I'm actually, I mean, the fact that Chris gave a good review for it, which sorry, but we're gonna talk about it later, and the fact that critics are gonna give a review, I'm actually excited for it.
Yeah.
But hey, let's talk about Ghost of Tsushima. I think this is
it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be interesting.
I think
I just don't see any emotion.
Like I was saying, I feel hopefully Hollywood has had a good grasp on video game like IPs and making them into movies. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they have good grasp on the whole thing. I think we've had so many movies that were video games that could have been really good, could have been successful, and it sucked. Hopefully now this is the change of the tide, and now movie studios will actually have a good idea. Hey, let's make this into a movie and do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, they got so many. I mean, you got God of War, you got Metal Gear Solid, you got Ghost of Tsushima, you got Last of Us that's going to do a TV series on HBO, and I mean, you got so many other things. I mean,
you have a Halo show on Showtime.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, Paramount. It moved to Paramount Plus.
Yeah, Paramount Plus.
So I think this is very promising considering that John Wick director has done a pretty damn good job with his movies. This is very, very promising. So I'm just hoping that they actually have the right writers, and right directors, and right actors for this movie.
I'm sure they will. I have good hopes on it. Like with what they're doing, it seems like they're taking their time and they are very much moving along with The Last of Us in a very kind of like slow manner. Kind of like they want to make sure they get everything right. Because since the first season of the show is going to be based off the first game, so they want to make sure they get everything right with that. And so I heard an interview with Neil Druckmann, who was the writer and director of the game. He's like, yeah, like we're going through it, and we're going through the first game, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome. There's some scenes in there that I didn't expect to see. That came from the game that I didn't expect to see to come into the TV show, and that they're there. And there's some added scenes that like I wanted to implement into the game that wasn't into this that's in the show now, kind of thing. So like it's gonna be good as long as they take their time with it and get it right. Everything will be fine.
Here's a question about Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't played a game, but it takes place in
Japan.
I'm trying to think of the feudal Japan, right? Like
yes. Yes.
So it's like what, like 1700s, 1800s, right? Japan, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I hope they don't do like a Ghost in a Shell kind of thing where they have like maybe somebody American. They need to do a full-on Japanese cast.
I'm sure they will.
They have to in order for this to work. And I think that's one thing I sometimes they try to add, like, because the American audience. I think the American audience could accept a full Japanese cast if you've done right, if you have the right director and right storytelling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's sometimes dumb when movie studios decide to do that and kind of take away from more like it's like, say, you don't need that. I'll say as long as you make a good movie, I think it can be very successful. So
right.
So hopefully they do that.
Hopefully. Now moving on, Anthony, you and me, let's go.
Oh man, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm in the middle right here.
So apparently, Anthony got some choice words for HBO Max because he wants to defend his Disney Plus.
Oh, I just said dirty. Why do you say dirty, sir? I just said it was dirty because they moved back a release date of a movie just to have people resubscribe, and I felt like that was a dirty move.
But is it dirty for Disney to do what they do when let's charge $30 for a movie that probably is going to be probably is trash, and
are you talking about Black Widow being trash?
No. I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
I'm talking about Mulan.
Mulan was okay.
You think Mulan was okay?
It was okay. I
wasn't
mad at it.
Would you pay $30 for it?
No, that's why I didn't go to the theater.
It wasn't in theaters. It went straight to Disney
No, I
Plus.
know, but I wouldn't have watched it in the theaters. Just like even though Ray is really good, I'm still not going to watch that in the theater. I'll wait for that. But
what's up?
Here's the thing: is I only pay $7.99 a month for my Disney Plus, and then so it's half the price of what I would pay for HBO Max, and I feel like Disney Plus right now is giving me better TV shows than HBO Max is giving me.
Have you watched anything on HBO Max TV show wise?
I mean, if you're talking about like classic content, sure, Sopranos and Game of Thrones is great, but like new stuff, I can't imagine anything new being better than WandaVision and Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks, I could probably say Ballers is probably better than Mighty Ducks.
But Ballers isn't new.
Ballers was new at the time. They still have HBO shows. I can say Watchmen is probably better than Watchmen is better than WandaVision.
Are you talking about Zack Snyder's Watchmen?
No, I'm talking about the show.
No, I haven't seen the TV show, so I can't be the judge of that. But
about Lovecraft Country? How about what's that show called? Westworld. Boom. There you go.
Oh, Westworld season 2 is trash.
Season 3 was amazing.
Was it? So
Yes.
it followed the same route as True Detective.
Yes,
Well, thank you. You're just giving me more ammo. True Detective. There you go.
But these are old shows. I mean, like that would be like me literally saying Endgame's on there.
Yeah, but
I mean,
here's the thing, though. Here's I'll cut in for a second. Here's the thing, though, Ann. Like, you went and rewatched The Sopranos. You never watched The Sopranos, and you watched the whole thing. Weren't you a lot more, happier to?
Yeah, but not on HBO Max. I watched it on HBO Go.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter though. Like, let's say, for instance,
but we're talking about old stuff. I'm talking about like new stuff since they launched. Since people are literally paying $15 right now for it. What's new? We got all the
premiere
Flight Attendant. I watched all the Looney Tunes stuff. I've watched every single premiere movie that they had. I've watched.
But I would still say the Disney Plus stuff's better. Mandalorian season 1 and 2. I'd rather watch that. I'd rather watch WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
And I'll be honest, Mandalorian is probably one of the best new TV series. I mean, it's probably a phenomenon TV series to come around. Like, it's kind of like in the same realm as Stranger Things, or I'll say it could be Game of Thrones. It could be that, it could have that type of momentum. I feel right now. I feel with like, especially with the way season 2 ended, it was really like you had a huge high with that TV series. So.
Wait, hold on a second. Why would I gotta look at this? Why would Tom Cruise be in Ghost of Tsushima, dude? We've already watched The Last Emperor or The Last Samurai.
And to be quite honest, it makes sense with because of the whole trade, United States and Japan trade they're trying to do and all that. So it makes sense why he was there, Tom Cruise, even though he's not really the last samurai. That was more of Ken Watanabe.
And please explain on why Disney Plus sucks, Devin. I would love to hear this.
Because without the 3 things that you mentioned, or let's say 4 things you mentioned, what do they have?
They have the whole backlog of like movies. They have.
I'm sorry. Doesn't HBO have the same thing? The backlog.
No, they have a great. Hold up. They do have a great backlog too. You have DC. You have Cartoon Network. You have Studio Ghibli, which you love, Ant. You love Studio Ghibli.
I do love that.
You love that.
I'm not saying that I'm dissing their backlog. I'm talking about what content are we paying for, like that's coming like right now, that premiering.
Here's the thing though, and I'll like I said, I'm trying to be in the middle because I like both. But Zack Snyder cut is original content, and that is for only HBO Max only.
Yeah, and that's a good pickup for them.
High praise. It's had high praise.
I agree with you, and that's a good pickup for them.
Now, would I pick Mandalorian over Zack Snyder cut? Absolutely, I'll pick over Mandalorian over Zack Snyder cut. Now, WandaVision.
Oh my God, Devin sounds like Ryan Raymond right now, and that's why I can't even, dude. I can't even.
Okay, so let's go through here. So we have the prodigal son.
I got a question, Pete. So Zack Snyder cut is a man movie, and Avengers Endgame is or Infinity War. We'll go with either one of them, or the whole thing together. That's a little girl movie.
No, not at all.
Well, that's what Devin's saying, so I'm just clarifying that.
That's like, that's just like not an even good argument right there. That's just kind of like throwing stones at people. It's like, oh yeah, look, your team sucked, blah blah blah. Come on, come up with a good argument. Come up with some good intellectual argument that we guys are talking about. We're bringing, we're giving our facts over here, guys. Come on, man, give us something.
So DC, the HBO Max has all the DC content from Harley Quinn to DC Titans to the Boondocks.
And Batman the Animated Series is amazing.
Well, I will say if you're looking at back catalog, DC animated stuff is amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
Max Original, Raised by Wolves. You got HBO Original here, Ballers, Westworld. Let's see here. They got Impractical Jokers on there. HBO, The Wire. HBO Max Original, The Murders at the White House Farm. Interesting. Chernobyl, HBO Original. They have all the seasons of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with the reunion episode, of course.
Here's a question, though. Let me ask you something, though. Let me ask you something now. Now, because of the whole pandemic things, it kind of moved things back, right? It'll push a lot of things back that were in production. Like, we were supposed to get Falcon Winter Soldier last year, supposed to get WandaVision last year. We're supposed to get all this stuff. Now, here's my question, though, about the future of these two things, okay? You can say right now HBO has the advantage, but look at Disney right now with the way they showed us stuff. You have Bad Batch animated series coming out very soon. You have Loki. You have all these things like Black Widow, Shang-Chi, all these things that are going to be coming out in the near future and all that stuff. Plus, Star Wars as well and Marvel. So you got all these things coming out. Now, here's my question, guys, for you when it comes to argument. Who has the more brighter future when it comes to the streaming site, HBO Max or Disney? Because, like I said, with the original content,
I think they both have a good future ahead of them.
No, they do. No, they do. But I'm saying, though, who's going to be the best? Who's going to surpass in the end? Because there's going to be one on top and one in the second.
I mean, if you look at what's coming, I just don't know when it's coming. But if I threw down the slate of Star Wars and Marvel movies, or Marvel stuff that's coming, I mean, hands down to me, that's the stuff I want to watch.
Yeah, but I do think, though, HBO, and I said it before, I'm very impressed with their like Chris was saying. He's right. I'm very impressed with their catalog and their thing.
This guy's gonna talk trash, calling Disney stuff little girl stuff, and then he's gonna put Powerpuff Girls in his argument. This guy.
Here's my question, though.
And get that live action Powerpuff Girls out of my face, by the way.
And here's my question, though. Will Netflix keep up with Disney?
I think Netflix is already slowing down, man.
They came out with that trailer at the beginning of the year. It's like, we got all these stuff coming, and they haven't done shit.
Where is it? The funny thing is, me and Chris are arguing about HBO Max and Disney Plus. We're not even arguing Netflix because where are they?
Well, that's the question I got to ask you guys. Do you think Netflix can keep up with them? Because in the end of the day, what does HBO and Disney have over Netflix? They got intellectual property.
Yeah, they got IP. Well,
IP.
Here's the funny thing.
Very popular IP.
You had freaking Stranger Things drop over 2 years ago. That's like their most popular thing they've ever made. Where is it? The kids are like 48 years old now.
They gotta be all years. Mila Brown is already she's already a grown adult. Jesus Christ, yeah.
I mean, come on, man. What, dude? That's supposed to be your bread and butter. Dude, they should have been making spin-offs of that shit. That's what Disney and HBO would have been doing. They would have had all the number kids have their own damn series.
Yep, I agree. And I think but that's the thing too, man. Those guys definitely have something right there where they create a whole new world and a whole new thing. Yeah, I'm hoping they're working on that. Because
that Shadow and Bone show looks pretty good. I'll watch that when that can drop this month. Yeah. But that's I was looking at the trailer, Concrete Cowboy. Is that the one I saw about? That looks good. And then the Shadow and Bones looks good. And that's the only things I want to watch this whole month. But dude, Netflix had a 20-year head start. What the hell are you guys doing?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Netflix has done a good job with their original stuff. They've had a lot of good original content. I think the problem with Netflix is, I don't know if they go all in with some of their stuff. Sometimes they only have the 3 seasons and they're done. They don't go all in on some of their things. And that's the problem right there.
Dude, they have popular stuff. Ozark was popular, but the 4th season's the final season. It's I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing over there. And right now, I would be pounding out stuff now that their theaters open. Everyone's watching Netflix. So is everybody just subscribing to Netflix because that's the name? Is that what it is?
Probably. And that's where you can get something you can watch all the Grey's Anatomy, you can watch all the New Girl, and things like you watch on network television before, and they have them all the seasons and whatnot on Netflix.
Well, Chris, I know that you said you have it on the slide. Is that the next thing? The Netflix?
Not yet.
Okay.
But
Actually, you know what? Let's do that right now. Yeah,
It makes sense to talk about it right now.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So, guess what, Pete? Guess what? Boom.
Holy shit!
For Knives Out 2 and Knives Out 3.
So Netflix is like Microsoft. They can't make content, but they can buy you the fuck out of your shit.
That's true.
You know what though? Here's my question though with that. Okay, this could be a really awesome deal for them if they keep the same writers, same people who did the first one.
Ryan Johnson will be back for both, and Daniel Craig will be back for both.
How about the writer? It's the Ryan Johnson wrote it, right?
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
If he can still continue with like this, you know what though? This is a good deal actually. I gotta admit, because if you had Daniel Craig as a detective and got Ryan Johnson writing the material and all that, this is a really good deal for them. I understand that's a lot of freaking money, but dude, Knives Out was an excellent movie, and I'll definitely watch Knives Out 2 and 3.
Well,
Excellent
and
movie.
the thing is he could kind of, since they already know that it's going to Netflix, I feel like he could take a chance on the script.
Yes.
He doesn't.
Yes.
He might not he might be able to sell something that wouldn't have been.
Hollywood would not. Hollywood
exactly.
not.
It might not have got
Director's cut of something.
Yes.
Mm.
You know, I gotta admit though, I think this is a huge get for Netflix, to be quite honest. You know what I'm saying? Because we were just talking about that. It's like, what does Netflix have that you're excited for? A lot of the movies, they have some big prime actors doing some movies and all that, but sometimes the movies seem kind of small compared to a big movie that you can go watch in the theater. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the same too. And I feel like this is a big Hollywood movie that, regardless if it's a small thing, it feels like because the ensemble cast and the way the movie was portrayed, the first one. So this is a huge get, honestly, for Netflix. And I think that's something that Netflix is going to have to do. Unfortunately, they're going to have to pay out and do this because, let's be honest, man, the thing that Disney and HBO have is they have their own IPs. And when you have your own IPs, you don't have to pay out anybody. You don't have to pay out the only thing going to pay out is the production costs. Yep. Which will cost a lot of money, but in the same time, you'll make all that money back. So,
Indeed. This is good.
Cool,
this is very, very good news. Very good news. All right, so going on back to Mr. DeVirgilis's Star Wars kick here. So, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi cast has been revealed. We have Mr. Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader, Moses Ingram, Joel Edgerton, Bonnie Payesi, I think I want to say, Camille Nanjiani, Indira Varma, Rupert Friend, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Sung Kang,
Ice Cube's son.
Ice Cube's son, indeed. Simone Kessel and Benny Safdie.
Is that Han? Do I see Han over there?
That is Sung Kang. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
He should go by Crushed Ice. Ice Cube Jr. That'd be even better.
For O'Shea Jackson.
Yeah.
And they start shooting in April, right? I want to say.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
So timeline, I'm guessing is after Revenge of the Sith, right?
Yes.
I'm guessing
definitely after.
Okay.
So I'm curious if Obi-Wan and Darth are in the they're in the same set. That fight is going to have to be pretty freaking epic, and I just I don't know, man. I just I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping that it kind of shows kind of like Game of Thrones. You see Obi-Wan, and then you see how Darth and his what he's doing, and then you see Obi-Wan what he's doing, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It kind of goes to different places, with characters and all that stuff. I hope they do that because I feel even though it's Obi-Wan's show, I mean, for sure, Hayden Christensen's Darth Vader will be very interesting to see how he how he handles being Darth Vader and everything about that. You know what I'm saying? His whole like, I'm pretty sure we could see a lot of cool Darth Vader moments. You know what I'm saying? Him maybe killing off like his Imperial guards or whatever, or just doing what he.
You kind of like made me really interested when you say the Game of Thrones style Star Wars show.
Why not? I mean, like I said, though, it's a vast universe. It really is, right?
It's a vast universe, and that would be a dark thing for them to do. But I mean, hell, if they can get it right, that could actually really work.
But remember, this is going to be a limited series. I think it's only going to be one season, and that's it.
Really, that's it. They're not going to continue.
Yeah, I think it's dude. How much story can you tell about Obi-Wan sitting on Tatooine waiting for Luke to grow old?
30 years of story you can tell. You can tell 30 years.
Yeah, but he has to be there to protect Luke, man. Like there's not. I mean, let's be honest, dude. If there's that much danger coming to Tatooine, how would Luke not know?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that Obi-Wan has to stay in Tatooine. He can also leave Tatooine. Also,
yeah, but he can't leave Tatooine. That's the thing. He needs to
I understand that, Ant. But I'm pretty sure in his. I mean, I'm pretty sure like when he gets older, that's when he decides to become like a hermit. But like him being young,
Luke's like out there farming, and he's like, "Man, there's a lot of freaking raiders and like bounty hunters coming to this planet that never leave."
It's not like Vader. It's not like Vader knew he was in Tatooine. It's not like, I don't think he had people like stormtroopers going out to try to search him.
It's so weird. Vader had no clue he was there, even though he's like freaking literally staying with his like aunt and uncle or his brother and sister or whatever, stepbrother and sister.
I mean,
no clue. No clue at all.
It's Star Wars, man.
His name was Luke Skywalker? Oh, that's not my son?
Dude, and don't think too hard, man. That's Lucas' script, man. I mean, he was all over the place.
Too hard. The guy's name is Skywalker.
Dude.
Skywalker.
Like, if you go watch like the original trilogy, you'll kind of be like, okay, Leia kisses Luke. That was kind of creepy. Brother and sister kissing like that.
Wouldn't you think Leia would have been the one that he wouldn't have known about?
Oh, who? Oh, Darth?
Yeah.
Well, he did. I mean, technically, did he knew he had twins? I don't think.
I don't know if he knew he had twins.
No, I don't think he did.
He didn't know.
So, I'm not really sure. But I mean, in all honesty, he's half robot anyway. He's kind of controlled by the Emperor. So I don't think he's aware. He's not really about like finding his kids and all that, caring about that. It's more really when you think about it, the more the Emperor told him to go get Luke. It wasn't like he went out of his way to get Luke. You know what I'm saying? It was the Emperor's idea because he's half machine, so he doesn't really have the feelings and the care of being like, oh, let me search for my son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like I said. It's more under the Emperor's control of Vader the whole time. So, I'm just saying though, I'm very interested in seeing Hayden Christensen's performance because he's got a lot of shit from the prequels for his acting. I think he can redeem himself. I think he's a good actor. I think he can do something. I'm very excited for Hugh McGregor's Obi-Wan because I think Hugh McGregor's Obi-Wan was the best part of the prequels, and I think. Obi-Wan, just as a character itself, is really awesome. I think he's one of the best characters in the Star Wars universe. So
yeah, I agree.
I definitely want to see more of Obi-Wan, to be quite honest. So I think this is
he's really good on in Clone Wars as well. I know you've been watching a little bit of that.
I watched some Clone Wars. He is really awesome in Clone Wars. So and I think the fact that they got like a lot of different people, different cast members, like I think I'm like the way they did Mandalorian was excellent. I'm kind of excited for what they're going to do with this cast. You know what I'm saying? Bringing a lot of new characters and all. Maybe hopefully interesting characters, and make it interesting like what the Mandalorian does. I'm definitely excited for it.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I want to see it in action. But moving on to our first trailer reacts. It's a DC one, so.
Ooh, and won't like it. I'm kidding. He gets so mad. He gets all mad.
Is it Zack Snyder or is it DC?
I don't know.
There we go. It's James Gunn. I like James Gunn.
James Gunn.
The Suicide Squad, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this an MA, the unrated?
Of course.
Ah, yes.
I'll only go MA, sir.
Dude,
only.
John Cena. That's all I gotta say.
Ah, son of a gun!
What? What happened?
Hold on. I gotta do something. I gotta share my screen because YouTube.
I love YouTube.
All right, we got that. Bear with me. Gotta do this. Let's hide this. Let's do that. That. Share audio. Boom. Boom. All right, let's try this again.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
It's coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head.
We don't leave one of our own behind.
Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business, Colonel. These are dangerous people.
Team 2 is clear to go.
Fire on 3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
What? We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Harley Quinn.
Blood sport.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. Times are hard. You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull. Can do the job.
So this is the famous Suicide Squad. Nom nom.
Any questions?
And
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
we're all gonna die.
I hope so.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here's the deal. We fail the mission, you die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
Harley, although that isn't an open invitation for you to cough without covering your mouth.
What's the plan?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive.
And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks.
If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I had to eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
This is suicide.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
Are you worried, eh? I'm gonna get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Oh my God! We've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit!
Uh-huh.
We love the rain. It's like angels are splooching all over us.
All right. That was. Wait, hold on. I'm by myself. I'm by myself, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what happened to the rest of them. I'm sure they'll be back shortly. But I guess we can just go through the trailer. Actually, let's go and hide that one. Oh wait, there's Anthony. Okay. Okay, there. I see Pete.
I had to reload. I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Pete's coming in.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
I
So-
saw the whole trailer too, so I don't know what happened. But
So yeah, I don't know. Me too. But I still heard you, Chris. Afterwards, I just reloaded.
Yeah, hey,
so
me too.
Devin's asking if I've ever seen the director's cuts of DC movies. So that's an easy answer of no, because both the movies that have director's cuts are done by Zack Snyder, and I will not put myself through any longer of a Zack Snyder movie than I have to.
So, like, here's the question, man: would you watch this since James Gunn's directing it?
Yeah, it looked like Guardians of the Galaxy DC.
More like rated R Guardians of the Galaxy. That's kind of what it looks like.
I mean,
Sure.
your cousin's in it. Come on.
I mean, yeah, it was Yondu and Heimdall are in it, so that's cool.
No, your cousin's in it. Come on.
My cousin.
Cousin.
Isn't Stallone your cousin?
Oh, he's in Suicide Squad as well.
Yeah, dude, he's voicing
He's a shark.
Oh, geez, man. Even more characters. So you got 3 Marvel characters in this?
Yeah.
Or, actors in it? Jeez.
Well, yeah, when I heard that, I'm like, okay, that's perfect, man. Sly Stallone as King Shark, that's freaking perfect. I think. Well, here's what I think about it. I think a lot. There's going to be a lot of character deaths, random character deaths. I feel in this movie. I feel like I mean, I think the main ones are probably going to be like Cena and Bloodsport or whatever. And
Takai Waititi's in it too. Okay, so that's 4. Jeez, man, that's like.
But I gotta admit that line with Cena, dude. Like, say he'll eat a bag of dicks for liberty. I'm like, holy crap, man. And I think Cena's gonna steal a show. I guess think.
I thought Pete was gonna say, and I think John Cena really would eat a bag of dicks.
He might would. I'm kidding. No, but I think he's gonna steal a show, kind of like Batista stole a show in the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, I also think King Shark's gonna be definitely a big funny part in the movie. But it definitely looks really good, man. It looks like a pretty awesome movie. I'm definitely excited for it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like I said, the fact that it's like pretty much comedy, like Guardians of the Galaxy separated our comedy, and the scenes are gonna be pretty violent. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. So it's definitely gonna be a lot better than the
other one, than David Ayers.
David Ayers, who claims his cut is way better than what the cut.
God!
Oh boy, man. We have to get a director's cut of that one too.
No. WB is not going to like that one.
Yeah, here's my problem with that. Like, this is my biggest problem. So it's either the director or
it's the studio. It's the studio.
It's the studio. It's the studio.
I don't ever think it's the director that would cut it down. Like, I mean, look at like if the real Alien 3 movie came out, I guarantee it'd be better than what we saw. Not saying it's a bad movie, but for David Fincher to be so mad about that movie, like, that the studio like totally like cut the shit out of that movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes you always wonder, like, who is these guys who are in charge of these studios and what the hell do they do? Because they seem to never get it right. They always seem to have like really horrible ideas for these.
Well, I feel like when you hire a director, you should just like let them do their vision. That, like, trust them. That's why you hired them in the first place.
Did you ever heard that whole? I'm pretty sure you heard the story about Kevin Smith. He wanted to do a Superman movie, and they're talking about, like, with Nick Cage, and they're talking about like some giant spider that he has to fight and some other crap, and you're like, or something about the Fortress of Solitude, and how, like, oh, what does they have, like, other things, like people? It's like, it's the reason why it's called the Fortress of Solitude. It's because it's the Fortress of Solitude. There's nobody else there but Superman. Yeah. So it's like, it makes the people who literally come up with this stuff, like, they have. This is why I always say about, like, when movie studios do video game adaptations, you're like, do they know what they're doing? Do they have any idea what the product, or they just randomly be like, oh yeah, do this, do that? You know what I'm saying? Do they even play the game or know anything about the story? Because I don't think they do. So a lot of times when I see that, I'm kind of like, now I feel like nowadays they're getting comic book movies right, because like, now they're like, oh yeah, okay, now they get the material. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for the longest time, we got the worst freaking movies in Hollywood. I mean, it's like from comic movies. It was such an embarrassment, really.
Yeah.
And finally, they're getting it right.
Finally, indeed.
So
we're all for the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think James Gunn's a really good director. I think he's going to do a great job with this. And yeah, so thumbs up.
August 6th. Be on the lookout.
Is that going to be on HBO Max?
Of course it is.
Oh, wasn't he mad about that?
Yeah.
I think he was.
What director is it? What director isn't mad about that?
They're all mad, dude. They hate the fact it's coming out.
Even Christopher Nolan's mad about that, and his movie went out in theaters.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, and they all hate it.
Oh, I freaking hate it. All right, next trailer X, which would be Spiral, by the way. And here we go. This one should play.
Package just came in.
Get everybody out of here. Play me.
Hello, Detective Banks. Do you know where your officers are?
Jigsaw?
Wait, I thought the Jigsaw killer was dead.
He is.
Find him. They're hours, not days.
How can I catch this guy? If there's nobody on the force, I can trust!
You can't do this alone.
Whoever did this has another motive. Something personal.
When was the last time you saw your father?
Jigsaw copycat.
This is gonna go sideways fast.
All available units, officer down.
That was just a diversion to get us out of the precinct! I need everyone on this case! He could be anywhere. He could be anyone. We're gonna tear this city apart.
I'm a little spin like a spiral.
Hello, Detective Banks. When was the last time you saw your father?
So,
I think that actually looks really good.
Yeah.
I like how it almost is like a different genre than the like other ones.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like Seven-ish.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
Yes. I got a question. So this is actually, I thought it was a prequel. It's actually a sequel.
The sequel to the series, yes.
Sequel to the series, okay. And I got another question. When was the last time Chris Rock did a serious movie? Because most of his movies are comedies, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever done a serious movie.
The only one I can think of is I remember he played the crackhead in New Jack City. He played a crackhead in New Jack City. That's the only time I think I've seen a serious role, but not in the starring role. And I'm kind of actually intrigued by it because it looks like he does a good job with this. So I'm very intrigued with this movie of his. So yeah, but it does look really cool. Like I say, it definitely has Seven vibes. It doesn't seem just like torture porn, which all the Saw movies started becoming. I feel like after the first one. So yeah, it definitely looks cool. I think this is a good way to do it. Like so yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
It got moved up a week because Black Widow got pushed. So it's now May 14th, and it'll be actually in theaters. It won't be on any streaming sites. So there's
just in theaters.
Just in theaters.
All right, go. You know what? When is this going to come out? In July?
May 14th.
May 14th. Just kind of around the corner, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's good though. I think it's good that certain movies are going to theaters, and why not go? Well, as long as you do it safe, go watch it.
Yeah, because Lionsgate isn't on.
By anybody, I don't think, are they?
What about Bad Company, Pete?
That was a comedy, man. That's kind of an action comedy. It wasn't really. This looks like a serious role. Like there's no comedy about this role, man. So, come on, you can't stop me, man.
Lethal Weapon 4? That doesn't count?
What?
Wait, what?
Lethal Weapon 4?
No, it's a body comedy movie. Yeah, he was actually doing comedy.
How about The Immortals?
I don't know about that one. What's that about?
Action thriller. Eric Roberts, Tia Carrera, Joe Pantoliano, and Chris Rock are starring it.
Fargo is a TV show, and he does play a serious role in that. So, okay, yeah, I can see that.
But that was 95.
No, the Fargo TV show recently.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. That was actually where he plays like a mobster. He
Yeah.
plays like the leader of the like his own gang or whatever. Yeah, you're right. He did do that. And you're right, Robin. That's actually, I saw the first season of Fargo. That's an excellent show. I haven't seen the other seasons, but I heard all their seasons have been pretty excellent.
All right.
Indeed. All right. Moving on. We're all excited for that one. So let's go to. I'm going to do a non-spoiler review for Godzilla versus Kong.
All right.
First of all, I'm going to just say this. I woke up 3 o'clock this morning to watch this movie before I went to work at 8.
You're hardcore, man. I got to give you that. I got to give you that.
It's under 2 hours. I enjoyed every single minute of it.
I heard Devin was waiting for the director's cut. Sorry.
It is a typical action movie. Yes, it is. But with all the other movies leading up to this one, I was pretty excited for it. The fight scenes are freaking awesome. They did a perfect blend of the fact that monster and human interaction and human talking and whatnot. It wasn't too much human side of it. Not too much human story. Is mostly figuring out why Kong has to do this, why Godzilla is on a rampage and killing everyone and things like that. And when you find out, you're like, oh crap! And I don't know if you guys have been looking in the trailers. It's hidden in the trailers.
I think I know. I already have an idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so it's in the trailers. So I'm not spoiling it. I'm not saying what it is.
Yeah,
but it's in the trailers.
So here's my question, Chris.
What's up?
Is this the best one out of the trilogy or a series and all that? Is this your favorite one?
I don't know. Monsterverse series. I don't know if I can say that because I wanted more.
But it leaves you wanting more, doesn't it?
It leaves me wanting more. And literally at the end of it, I was like, there's got to be a second one. There has to be a second one. I want there to be a second one.
But I think that's a good feeling to have that, right?
It's a good feeling to have, but I feel like after watching Kong Skull Island, I felt enjoyed and complete. I felt that story was complete, and I was like, all right, I can't wait for the new movie to come out. Now I'm just like, oh man, I need to rewatch these scenes over again.
Here's my question though. It's a complete because there's a period piece also. The fact that you weren't going to see this cast again. This cast was only for this movie. Because I mean, I don't know. There might be if somebody appears as Godzilla versus Kong, but
there's literally 2 people from the previous movies who show up in this.
That's cool though. But when we talk from Skull Island or just
Godzilla and Godzilla King of Monsters. There's only Millie Bobby Brown and Kyle Chandler, or I think that's his name. Her dad.
The coach from Friday Night Lights, right?
Yeah. It was literally those 2 in the movie.
So nobody else appears besides.
But the people from Kong would have been way older, dude. I don't know if they would have been able to pull that off.
I think the reason why that's a complete movie is because you won't see that cast again. Because that was just for that one. It was one and done, kind of. I feel that's why it's more complete. Whereas this one, I feel like I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, but
it's a new cast. You have Millie Bobby Brown with the kid from Deadpool 2 and Billy Tyree Henry, and they're 3 on it. They seem like on the Stranger Things mission to try to find out what's going on with Godzilla. Then you have the other side, which is Alexander Skarsgård and Rebecca Hall, and this little girl who's pretty much kind of the heart of the movie.
Yeah,
and pretty much she has a connection with Kong. And they're trying to figure out they have their own mission as well, and it just so happens that Godzilla just happens to run into Kong, and they just duke it out. Which, by the way, Team Kong all the way, baby.
That's a sick shirt.
That's pretty cool. Sir.
Amazon, $20.
Nice.
Does you wonders. I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I can't wait to watch it in pure surround sound. Because I watched it literally in my room on my TV right here, which I didn't feel like it was big enough for it. And each time I try to watch a scene,
you didn't get that theater experience in there.
No, I didn't get the theater experience. And even when I watch it on my phone, I'm like, no, this ain't it. I can't do it on this. So I can't wait to have the theater experience. I mean, I would literally pay to go see this in IMAX. But
that's cool. That's actually a good thing too. The fact that you're actually wanting to go watch this in an IMAX, or going to watch it again in a theater, to have that theater experience, than just watching it at home. So from what you're telling me, you really enjoyed this movie.
I enjoyed it, and it gave me exactly what I was hoping for.
Yeah,
they're freaking just monsters fighting each other, and that's exactly what I got.
It's funny though. Like, here's the thing though. I've watched Godzilla movies for so many years, like all the old school, like 60s Godzilla movies, the rubber suit, and whatever. They've always had those monsters, like was King of the Monsters, saying whatever, and him fighting all these other different monsters, and really all those movies. That's what all those movies are about. You know what I'm saying? Godzilla fighting other monsters. You have the little human element they'll be talking, but that's not really the interesting part of it. What you want to see is big ass giant monsters fighting each other.
Yeah,
and if that's what this movie's giving to you, then they did their job right.
Yeah, they did their job right, and the director did a good job. I can't wait to see what he's going to do with Face Off now, because with what he did with this, and
the Nicolas Cage John Travolta movie.
Yeah, because he's doing a reboot, a sequel to it. Yeah, he's doing a sequel to it. So it'd be interesting to see what he was able to do with this movie, putting everything, condensing it under 2 hours, and then it's like, here you go. I was pretty impressed by it.
Is that a yawn for the movie, Ant?
No, that's a yawn because I'm tired as hell. But yeah, I will be watching this for sure this weekend.
I'll probably watch it tonight, actually.
I will probably watch it on. I probably watch it on Friday or Saturday evening.
We can do a spoiler review next week if you want.
I think, I'm pretty sure by then we'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll definitely have watched it by then.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's do that. All right, so spoiler review for Godzilla vs. Kong next week. Be on the lookout for that. Now we're going to go to a spoiler review for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Episode 2.
Much better than Episode 1. I felt
1,000%.
I gotta say though, if I had to say anything about this episode, is that Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie have the best chemistry in Hollywood. Like those,
I mean, they have great chemistry. I don't think the best in Hollywood.
Come on, let me overreach. Come on, guys. But seriously, dude, those guys are freaking hilarious together. Hilarious.
You know why?
Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are better. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
How would we know? When did we ever see them on screen together?
Did you not remember the first X-Men movie?
He didn't watch that.
Who watched that movie? Why?
I did.
No.
Even when they're not in the movie, they have great chemistry with their social media.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But dude, so the scene in this show.
Okay, The Rock and Kevin Hart. Boom.
Yeah, they have great chemistry.
That's pretty good.
Dude, The Rock and Jason Statham and Hobbs & Shaw had great chemistry, man. They're hilarious.
That's true too. Well, is that just The Rock though? But okay, so the scene in this movie or the show, this episode, where they're having the therapy, hilarious. Like one of my favorite scenes probably in all of Marvel.
But
it's a good scene.
Okay, let's overreact, man. Because come on, Thor and Loki, for God's sakes. Hemsworth and
they have good stuff too. But dude, I don't laugh out loud a lot, and they had me laughing out loud that whole scene.
Well, here's the thing, dude. Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, from what it seems like from their interviews and all that, they're boys. They're friends. They're actually friends, probably, on the set and probably off the set. They just you can tell the chemistry is there. You can see their boys because of the way they connect and all that stuff. So yeah, I 100% agree with you. When they are both on screen together, they're hilarious and they're very entertaining. You can't get your eyes off. Well, what happened to Chris?
Oh, there he is.
So you can't get your eyes off. So I think that's the reason why this episode is so much better is because you have Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan literally on screen together, kind of like bouncing off each other. So they do a really good job with that. I think the first episode, the problem is, even though it's pretty interesting, like you had the battle scene in the beginning, I think it kind of really slow with their telling Falcon's backstory or Falcon's like kind of what he's dealing with, and then what Bucky's dealing with. But when you put them together and you have actually like a mission and something they're doing to try to, the show definitely, like you're naturally now like invested. You feel really invested in the show. So yeah,
I'm going to
really
say
cool.
this, and I could be wrong here, but I don't think that Anthony Mackie can do a movie or a TV show by himself without having a counterpart to interact with him. You have some actors who can carry a movie and whatnot, like you say, like The Rock, you would say like Ryan Reynolds, like a Hollywood top actor. Anthony Mackie seems more on lines of the fact he needs a buddy there to like feed off of and to carry the movie.
That's a good observation, actually. I think you're right. But you don't know.
It's nothing against him, but like I don't think he has it in him to like keep an audience like engaged as like with just his acting.
Possibly because I haven't really seen him like in too many like roles where you can see it, so possibly, and maybe that's the reason why the first episode kind of was not as interesting, because you didn't have that dynamic between him and Sebastian Stan, whereas the story really definitely progressed after that. So I think, like, for instance, I feel like WandaVision, there's scenes with Vision by himself and then scenes with Wanda that definitely
you can definitely tell they can carry a scene by themselves, and then when we come together, magic happens. But like it's just different with Anthony Mackie and like Sebastian Stan. I haven't seen him outside of Marvel anything I can think of. To be honest with you, I just know I've seen Anthony Mackie outside of Marvel.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I know you're in Altered Carbon. I know you have that episode in like that Black Mirror, but like you had a counterpart with you to interact with. So like it wasn't you just carrying the episode or whatever by yourself.
Do you think maybe that's why maybe the reason why they put these two guys together and they figure like it could be successful? Like, and I kind of feel that's why they did this show together to say, let's put Sebastian Stan and Falcon together because they have really good chemistry. And the funny thing about it is you kind of saw that a little bit in Civil War when you see them in the scenes together. You have little or a glimpse of them kind of going back and forth their banner. So I think, Kevin Feige or whoever been like, hey, let's make a TV show about it. I think they can definitely carry the show. So I think you're right. I think, it goes to show that them being together really, they really work well together. They really have great chemistry. And it definitely shows from this episode. But let's not talk a little bit more about just them. Let's talk about like some of the storylines. You already kind of know who the leader of the Flag Smashers is. I forgot her name, but she's kind of the leader.
Yeah,
it's like a German name or somewhere like definitely European.
German European name. I knew she was going to break out. What's the little guy, the little Red Wing.
Oh yeah, she smashed that.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. As soon as I saw like the last trailer of her grabbing something and then doing like kneeing it, I was like, that has to be Red Wing. Like 5 episodes, 6 episode TV show. Yeah, that's probably Red Wing. And then like we got the action scene right off the bat. I was like, okay, yeah, that's what's happening here.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna see Red Wing version 2 or something like that later on the line. I'm pretty sure you're gonna see a different like souped up Red Wing or whatever. That's what's going to happen. But
I definitely enjoyed John Walker better in this episode than just seeing his pansy ass at the end of episode 1.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too. Actually, I thought John Walker has a really good character arc. Honestly, I thought his character arc was pretty cool. The fact that, but here's my question, though. I think he's a little bit too powerful. I feel like he is taking the.
He's a super
juice.
soldier. Yeah, I think he has
Yeah, I
a
think
super
he's
soldier
taking the
serum
juice.
taken in him.
It doesn't seem to me the way he's handled it.
It doesn't seem like he does.
I don't know.
No,
Well, but we know they were still using it after because of who we met in Baltimore. I think they were in. But so what's the name of that character? Isaiah Bradley.
Bradley,
Isaiah Bradley, yeah.
Yeah, so we knew the government was still doing the super soldier serum tests even through in the 50s. So there's definitely probably other super soldiers out there for sure.
Yeah, that's a really cool character arc because you never knew that. You figured that Captain Steve Rogers was the last one, but then you realize he was. And I love the fact that he actually beat the shit out of Bucky, ripped his arm off. So like it's kind of cool, like hearing that. So the fact that he beat the shit out of Bucky. Bucky's pretty, tough himself. I mean, he took on Captain America. So for that to happen, and it's sad to his story because he realized he was put in jail for 30 years and all that stuff, and you never really get that recognition deserved. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty sad at his story. But but I do like that backstory because you're right. Maybe the government has been keeping it quiet, and because here's my question: how did the Flag Smashers get like the super soldier syndrome? Because they have it. How does 6-8 of them have it?
Well, wasn't the guy from wasn't the soldier from Incredible Hulk? Wasn't he part super soldier?
No, he.
You sure?
Oh no,
I thought he was.
No, not Emil Zoloff. I'm thinking of shit. I forget. It's
Abomination. You're talking about
Abomination. Yes, I think you're right. I think he did get it. You're right. He did get it.
Yeah,
he did get it because I think Thunderbolt Ross gave it to him, right? To see how So
well, I'm thinking I'm thinking that John Walker then definitely is a super soldier because how's he throwing the shield around like that?
He definitely seems like Captain. And Battlestar does not seem that strong. Like
why isn't Tom Brady the new Captain America? That's what I'm wondering. Well,
he doesn't have the
even 45-year-old man, he'd be slinging that thing. Chris knows. Chris knows what I'm talking about.
Captain. Tom Brady does remind me of the new Captain America, John Walker.
Tom does have that jawline that looked good with the cowl, man. Just saying. Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah.
No, I definitely like John Walker's story. I think even though he is he doesn't deserve the title of being Captain America, he's definitely he's
like
arrogant.
I do like that he's arrogant because it's like it adds like a different flair to Captain America.
Like he seems like he has all the credentials. Like he was a war hero. He did all these things right. He seems he has I don't know 2-3 credential medals of honor. So you think he deserves it. But the thing is though, his personality, his arrogance is really he doesn't deserve the shield. And I think the fact, and you know what, another cool story. I love the fact that Bucky's pissed off at Falcon for giving up the shield because he said I love that line. He said it's he believed in you. He believed in you to if he doesn't believe you, he doesn't believe me. I feel like Bucky still has that guilt, the fact that Captain Steve did so much for him, risked his reputation and his everything for Bucky to help Bucky, and the fact that Steve did this out of way of saying, hey, Falcon, carry the mantle, and the fact that Falcon easily gave up the shield. The fact that it's like I said, if he doesn't believe in you, you don't think you're worthy, and then he doesn't think I'm worthy. So I love that about Bucky doubting himself. About the house, what Steve thinks. You know what I'm saying?
So he was definitely a super soldier. The Amal Blonsky.
Blonsky, yes, thank you.
He was definitely a super soldier.
And you're right though. So that could be possible.
I have a theory here.
All right, I like theories.
I think the Young Avengers are being introduced.
So who is the full Young Avengers?
Weekend, Battlestar, Speed.
We've seen hold on.
Right? Am I right? Battlestar, Weekend, Speed. I think they're all Young Avengers.
Patriot.
So who's Wiccan?
The kid from Wanda's kid.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wiccan and Speed. We've seen both of them.
Vision is one as well.
We've seen Stature. Statue.
Yes, that's Ant-Man's kid.
Ant-Man's kid. Yep.
Yes.
There you go. And then Kate Bishop.
Yep.
Yeah, and it says Hawkeye's one. Dude, Iron Lad we even seen in Iron Man 3. And he was in and he was technically in the Endgame.
So
I
the
can
Young
see
Avengers being introduced.
I don't know if they're gonna take over the whole Avengers. They might just have their own movie or their own TV series.
I think it would be a TV series. I don't think they would get the limelight. That's kind of
No,
like
they
when they were
wouldn't,
talking
no.
about Alpha Flight. They were
Yeah,
also talking about
exactly.
Alpha Flight being in
Exactly.
a movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
like who's Novar?
Novar, that's like one of the Nova Corps, right? One of the Novas, isn't it?
He most commonly uses the name Marvel Boy.
No.
But I think he's one of the Nova Corps. I want to say. I could be
He's
wrong.
part Kree, part cockroach. What?
What? Cockroach.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all who's part of the. That's a good guess. I think you're right though, Chris. I think it
I
is
could see
gonna.
that happening.
We just did see Elijah Bradley though.
What was that?
We did just see Elijah Bradley.
But he won't be a young Avenger. He'll be an old Avenger.
No, the kid.
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
yeah,
You're right.
that's-
Yes, the
that's
kid will be. Well, here's my question: is he super strong too? We don't know this.
We
Did he
don't know.
took his dad's, like powers? We don't know this. Actually, we don't know anything.
know.
Yeah, you're right. So it could be very possible. You're right. Doesn't he become Patriot?
Yeah.
Okay.
So same.
Who-
We have Patriot,
Patriot.
Wiccan, Speed.
Who's Kid Loki?
It's Kid
Loki's
Loki,
kid.
yeah.
I don't know.
Loki's-
He was part of it as well.
It's very possible. That's a good eye. That's a good eye.
Prodigy.
Prodigy. I think he was an X-Men actually. Or
Yeah,
a mutant.
a mutant. Yep.
Yeah. Prodigy is a pretty cool character actually.
But you know what? Like, if it's anything like the MCU does, they don't always like do it exactly like the comics.
No, they don't.
Who's Miss America?
Uh,
America Chavez.
Yeah, she's not even like the crazy part about her. She's not even from this planet. She's like from a different planet and came here.
Oh,
so I don't know what he called Miss America.
Here you go. She's set to make her live-action film debut in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness.
Makes sense.
So
because
there
it's a
you go.
multiverse.
Young Avengers is looking like even more of a thing. Chris, good job.
There you go.
That's a good eye, man.
Yeah, very good eye. Because and they even have it casted. Zachel Gomez is gonna be playing her.
How big is going to be the Doctor Strange movie? Because it seems like it's kind of almost leading up to so many other things.
She was
Too big for her
in
bitches. Almost.
I think
the
it might be,
Babysitter's
hopefully.
Club. The Babysitter's Club. Yep, that's what she's in. Interesting.
All right. But overall, this episode was good.
I love the cliffhanger too, where you see they're gonna go meet Baron Zemo. I mean, we kind of knew it's gonna happen, but I think that's gonna.
You
be
know, I'm gonna go back to the fact that like we all three of us talked about this last week. They definitely show way too much in the trailers. Like, and we knew too much going into that because that would have been another water cooler moment where we're like, oh shit, Baron Zemo's back, but we already knew.
You didn't know he was casted, and then you realize you're like, holy crap, that's like awesome. Yeah, they even show his costume too, which you're like, oh shit, he's actually gonna wear the like almost looks like in a comic book costume, the mask and all that stuff. And you're like, dude, like it would have been such a cool thing to see it, and you're like, holy shit, that's awesome. Like, I think they need to go more into Mandalorian and try to not give away so much stuff because the surprise of Mandalorian is so much better, and when they're doing it than I feel the Marvel shows are doing. They definitely showed too much stuff.
Did we know Boba Fett was coming back?
I had no idea.
This season, I forgot.
No, you know what? No. I kind of knew because of the casting, but they never say he was gonna play Boba Fett, though. You know what I'm saying? He could have played one of the clones from Clone Wars. One of his clones.
Yeah.
So they never necessarily said Boba Fett, but they definitely hinted it. I remember. Okay. So, but I mean, I guess
this show here, they spoiled like literally almost. They gave too many goddamn promotions for this damn show.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, it's still great, and I'm loving it. But I like The water cooler moments are there, but they're not water cooler moments because we know.
So we already know about it, yeah.
I'm really hoping the end of this next episode is like an oh shit moment that we didn't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure we'll get something like that. I'm pretty sure. I mean, let's be honest though. We got that in WandaVision. I mean, when
yeah, we got a lot of good. We got a lot of good.
Evan Peters, like what they did with him.
I think Evan Peters is still Quicksilver. I think that's a swerve.
He's not like.
I think
what was his name?
Dick Boner or
Ralph Boner. No, that's his witness protection name. That's why
it does sound like a witness protection name because it's something he will come up with. He'll be like Ralph
exactly.
Boner. That sounds hilarious. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
And wasn't he technically her husband? Because didn't she say her husband's name was Ralph? Wasn't Agatha say her husband's name was Ralph?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like that's weird, right? Maybe they were both in witness protection.
Yeah. We'll see.
Possibly. But well, who are they being protected from? That's the question.
A big bad.
That's the question, though. Like, who are they being protected? Who does Quicksilver fear where he needs witness protection? That's the question.
Superman.
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom?
Yeah.
Why would Dr. Doom go after Quicksilver?
Because he hates mutants.
He doesn't hate mutants. When does he hate mutants?
Fine, he's Magneto then.
There you go. That's a little bit better. I'm just saying, dude. But we'll see, dude. We'll see what happens. I mean,
all right. What do we got next on the agenda? We're looking forward to episode 3.
Episode 3, we got Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
So I got my little tidbits. I'm gonna actually start with my little tidbits first because this is pretty awesome stuff. So did you know that this is the first EDM soundtrack or album to go platinum?
Makes sense.
I know that.
It totally makes sense. So George Clinton, P-Funk, if you don't
yeah.
Really? He did it?
Yeah, he did the soundtrack. And he put together the soundtrack, and I mean, he didn't do all the songs. Obviously, like there's different artists, but he was the one that was in charge of the music. And so the whole album is EDM, which is electronic dance music for if you might not know. But it's the first one in America to go platinum, and it features the amazing Mortal Kombat song that and
Mortal Kombat
totally makes sense. And then the other little tidbit I had is so originally Bridget Wilson Sampras turned down the role because she was Miss Veronica Vaughn, so hot, want to touch the hiney in Billy Madison. But and you know who was actually Sonya Blade in the movie?
Who?
Cameron Diaz. But
cool.
But she broke her wrists while training for it, so they had to. So she basically had to get out of it, and then by the time they were looking for somebody else, Bridget Wilson Sampras was done filming Billy Madison, so she came and did it, and did all her own stunts in the movie, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Dude, did Kana really kick her in the ribs, man? Because it looked like that wasn't acting. It looks like she really got
probably.
kicked.
Oh, also Sean Connery was supposed to be Raiden. Yep.
Dude, Sean Connery literally okay, so do you know also, I got another tidbit. Do you know that because I told Anthony that, you know Sean Connery was supposed to be Gandalf and supposed to play Morpheus?
Morpheus would have been terrible. I'm just going to tell you
Morpheus with Will Smith? No.
Yeah.
No.
But
could you imagine that? Could you imagine if it was Will Smith and Sean Connery? How awful
that would have been kind of weird. That would have been weird.
No.
But Gandalf, I think he could have pulled it off. Even though Ian McKellen killed that role, though. But I think that's kind of funny. Actually, what's his name? Christopher Lambert did pretty good as Raiden. Even though he's kind of snarky, I feel like. Yeah, I thought he did a good role as Raiden. You know? It's just weird, though, because he always had that kind of like, he laughed at like, ha, 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 sorry. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, yes! Oh, sorry.
Like, sorry. Like, why does a god have to apologize for anything? You know, he's God.
Didn't his voice, like the way he was doing his voice, didn't he kind of sound like Christoph Waltz a little bit? Or like Christoph Waltz sounds like him?
Or like when Vin Diesel got his acting chops from him, and he's like, "Oh, I know how to talk now. I'm gonna whisper everything I say and like kind of growl to it."
Yeah. But let me ask you something though, guys. What do you think of the movie? How did you like it?
I mean, it still holds up a little bit.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of like a B-rated movie nowadays. I liked it. Kerry Tagawa, the guy who plays Shang Tsung, played his part masterfully.
Yeah, he was great in it.
So they actually said that he was the only guy that they like that was like for sure, like they're like, that's who we want and that's who we're gonna get.
Yeah,
like that like every like they Johnny Cage was actually supposed to be Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Was it really? Oh, that would have made perfect sense.
That's what the character's based off of, but he turned it down to go do Street Fighter.
Oh god, what a terrible mistake!
Yep,
that's terrible.
But he wouldn't have been the star. And Jean-Claude Van Damme back then, he wanted to be the star.
Yeah,
he wouldn't. Because afterwards, he did time cop.
Liu Kang would have been like the top guy. Yeah.
So then he went and made his own Mortal Kombat called The Quest.
Oh god,
and then
you're right.
Universal Soldier and freaking what was it? Time Cop and all the other crap.
That's still a huge mistake on his part because they would have really got him like recognition. I felt that movie. I think I agree with you. It holds up somewhat. Like the special effects does not hold up. It seems like definitely it's aged poorly. But I mean, it's a movie made in '95, so I can't expect great special effects. But I think the cast themselves did a good job with this. I like the cast. The cast I thought did really hold up. Like you said, Kerry, I'm not gonna pronounce his name. I'm not gonna butcher it. He does a great Shang Tsung. He's perfect for that role. He's so good. They actually brought his DLC image, for the new Mortal Kombat game. They actually have his image for that one, which is perfect because I think he does a better Shang Tsung than in the video games, Shang Tsung. Yeah. And
but really, when you think of Shang Tsung like nowadays, that's who you picture. Like,
he did on.
You like your soul is mine.
He has like everything he says, it means something. Like I think that's what makes it great. Like his character's so good because everything he says means something. He's very quotable. His facial expressions are great. He just does a great job. He has that sneer about him. He does a great role. He definitely plays a great villain, and he has played a great villain in various movies. So. But yeah, the cast is really good. I think a good job. I think the script is for a video game movie is pretty good as well. It really sticks to the whole Mortal Kombat lore, which is great because I feel like a lot of video game movies go all over the place. They don't really stick to the lore, but this does a good job. With the whole
the next movie. I guess if I had to have one complaint, dude, Reptile looked like shit.
It did look like shit, but that was the best fight scene in the movie.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And kind of, you gotta be honest. When he got into the statue and he popped up, he's like Reptile. That was a cool moment, though. Like that was a real cool. Like I love when they have their little even Scorpion is like, "Come get over here" or "Come down here." Like I love that voice, the voiceovers, But I think for its time, it's still a special place in our heart when it comes to video game movies. I think it's
Street Fighter. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, dude. Street Fighter, Double Dragon. I mean, goddamn. I mean,
dude, I forgot about Double Dragon. What was that? Scott Wolf and
oh god.
Oh, who the hell
Robert Patrick was the main villain in that. That movie sucked.
Double Dragon. Dude, we should watch all the old video game movies.
No, don't do that to us.
Mario Brothers.
That's painful, dude.
Oh no, that's good stuff, man.
I'd rather watch Ready Player One 3 or 4 more times before I watch
That's an excellent movie.
That's a great movie.
No, it is an excellent movie. But I still think the Mortal Kombat is definitely in the top echelon of video game movies. I think still, even after all these years, I think you can still say that's one of the better, video game movies.
Starring Robert Patrick, Mark Dacascos, Scott Wolf, Julia Nicholson, and Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, that's garbage.
So, budget Mortal Kombat was $18 million in 1995. By the way, $18 million. Opening weekend, it made $23.2 $1.83 million.
They made all their money back in 1 week.
One weekend. Gross USA $70 million.
What was that movie rated, by the way, Chris?
PG-13, I think it was.
Wait, was it PG? No freaking way.
I went and watched that opening weekend. I don't remember my mom coming with me, and I would have been 13. So
PG-13. Wow.
Okay, that makes sense then, because I'm telling you, I went opening weekend, and I would have been 13, and I remember going to watch that.
Were you like Mortal Kombat?
Me and my friend Russ, dude, we were huge Mortal Kombat fans, and we like both we could not wait to go see that movie.
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the movie?
Oh yeah, I loved it. But dude, I don't know, man. Like when I was little, I like as long as it was like a lot of action and stuff, I was happy. Like, dude, I loved episode 1 when I was like younger.
Oh my goodness!
Now I'm a little more cynical of movies, I guess.
But, I mean, are you cynical about this movie yet? Are you still?
No, I still like it.
Yeah.
Worldwide, 122 million.
Yeah,
that's damn good. What was the budget again?
18 million, man.
God damn, dude, that's a lot of money they made.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. So Double Dragon, the budget for that movie was 8 million, and it made 4 million. 4 million suckers. That's what's up.
Dude, the funny thing about it, actually, Mortal Kombat got pretty decent reviews. I think at the time it came out, it
did. It got very good reviews.
I thought it, for like I said, it's probably one of the most successful video game movies.
Oh my god, dude! Street Fighter on Rotten Tomatoes has a 10%.
It's a pretty shitty movie, man.
What does Mortal Kombat have on Rotten Tomatoes? 48%. Not bad.
I still, even though for like the content, I still would have gave it I would have given a decent review because
you got to remember, like any reviews on Rotten Tomatoes now are probably people like re-reviewing it.
Yeah,
like we're not talking about like original reviews, probably.
Yeah, but I still think it for what it was.
I gotta admit though, dude, for Street Fighter though, the Street Fighter movie, dude, like what's her name? I don't know the actress's name. Like Meng. What's her name?
Oh, Mei Wing, yeah.
Yeah, like playing like Chun-Li, dude. That's perfect.
Yeah, she was perfect for that. It's terrible. The movie sucked though.
Yeah, dude. Like Raul Julia is terrible as M. Bison, by the way. Like he's not even like ripped.
The worst part about that's his last movie, dude. It just sucks the fact that that's his last movie. And he had to go. He had to do that movie. Great actor too. So But it goes to show, though, like, no matter if you put a great actor and whatever, you have Jean-Claude Van Damme, it's just a good, the story was not there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, is there really even a story when it comes to Street Fighter?
I mean, it's a tournament, too, just like yeah, but
I feel like they don't have, like, the same, like, lore.
I think Mortal Kombat's a much more cooler lore, I guess, because it's a different worlds or different realms, and it's like the realms, like you have the worlds, like the Earth's warriors versus the other realms warriors, I guess. So, but I mean, really playing the video games, you get kind of a much more in-depth or much larger idea of these storylines that are going on. So I'm hoping the new Mortal Kombat movie does that. You know what I'm saying? Creates that kind of lore, in the next movie.
What's the best video game movie, guys?
What's that?
What's the best video game movie?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. Okay, based on a video game, right? Because you can't say Ready Player One.
Yeah. Based on a video game, what's the best video game movie?
I mean, you guys say Sonic is really good. I haven't seen that yet, so.
That's not based on a game, though. It has a game. There's a video game character in it.
But the source material is a game. I guess what that's why I'm more or less like, what's the best like movie where the source material is a video game? Like there was nothing else before it. The first thing it was a video game.
I mean, Mortal Kombat would be right up there on my list if you ask me. I still think it holds up. I feel like really when you look at the.
How about Doom or Rampage?
No, Doom's not good.
How about Monster
Hunter? The only cool thing
Hunter?
about Doom was that first person shooter scene. That's about it. Everything else was not good at all.
Resident Evil?
No.
That's not
Angry Birds.
No. Like Resident Evil was based on the original video games. There's no really, the storyline doesn't even go there.
Detective Pikachu.
Robert, get out.
How about Tomb Raider? Not the Angelina Jolie, the other one.
Tomb Raider, okay, I can see that.
Warcraft.
I read comments, Robert, and like I said, you say Monster Hunter was good. Get out.
Silent Hill was good. I enjoyed Silent Hill. Hitman.
No, you
with
get
Timothy
Robert, you
Olyphant.
don't have to get out. You don't have to get out.
Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia.
God, no.
So we're probably saying what the Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider movie and Mortal Kombat are probably like the two, but maybe Silent Hill.
Yeah, it might. It's a small list, guys. Because think about the Yo Bowl movies, so they're garbage too. You know what I'm saying?
So the Assassin's Creed movie wasn't good, even though it was Michael Fassbender.
No,
I heard it wasn't good.
Just because the fact that it's better than Last Avatar does not make it a good movie.
Oh god, Last Avatar is a pretty bad movie, right?
I'm about to say, isn't like anything better than that?
Yeah, that's a pretty trash movie.
Like literally anything.
Yes. It's crazy though to think that how many movies are based on video games and how like they can never get it right for the longest time.
Not as many as you would think, though, Pete.
I mean, but it's still like I would say over 10, movies based on video games, right?
Oh, definitely over 10. But I mean, I mean, dude, like just think about like how many movies are based off comics. I mean, the Marvel universe alone has what 23, 24 movies. Like,
yeah, of course,
and that's just the cinematic universe. That's not even talking about X-Men.
We're just talking about that. How like for some reason Hollywood can never get it right for the longest time. Like they got certain things right. They got super.
I think a lot of it had to do with they didn't have the technology to get it right. I think that could possibly be part of the video game issue.
No, I think it's more the story though. Because here's a prime example. Let's look at the comic book movies. Let's look at Superman. The first Superman movie was great. It was a very big success, very successful. So was Tim Burton's Batman. But then for some reason they want to go with Batman and Robin, and it was trash. I mean, Spawn movie was trash too back in the 90s. Like they could never get it right. For some reason, they did the Phantom. That was garbage. It took like what X-Men? The Shadow. Yeah, the Shadow knows. But then it took X-Men. They're like, okay, this is a success. They actually did a good job with it. Then Spider-Man. I mean, they still had their ups and downs with Fantastic Four and Wolverine Origins and Catwoman and. I mean, like some crack, but then of course you have Iron Man, you have Batman, the Dark Knight, and then you have, like look at the MCU now. They finally got it right. It's the same with video game movies though. Like you had Mario Brothers and what was Double Dragon, but then you have Mortal Kombat, which is a huge success. And you think like, wow, okay, what did they do? Like, what did they do right for them to make this much money back? And they can never get it right. They still can until I think now maybe they're gonna get it right because you know why? All these young directors who are doing these movies, they actually play these video games and they're like, oh yeah, I play these games, I love these games, I actually understand these games, I understand the stories. Let me make a movie out of it,
Right.
I just hope the movie studios don't get involved. That's the only thing I got to worry about, So
as long as they're not made by WB, they should be okay, right?
We need a fucking director's cut,
we need a director's cut of every single movie.
But I do have hope, and I'm gonna make this comment. I do believe it. In the next decade, this coming decade, video game movies, movies based on video games are gonna be very successful in the next decade.
Hey guys, The Witcher is the best video game thing they've ever done.
You know what? I take that back. If you say thing. Also, Castlevania, the Castlevania series.
Castlevania's pretty good too.
Excellent.
I actually heard Dragon Dogma is really good. The anime series for that on Netflix as well.
Mm-hmm. And they're also coming out with Devil May Cry. Also, I heard is for. So they're gonna get there. I think they're gonna get there. I still have high hopes for HBO. The fact that HBO is doing Last of Us TV series is high hopes because HBO.
This guy with his high hopes. You think he's listening to Panic at the Disco?
But anyway, what have you guys been watching outside of Mortal Kombat?
I watched Mighty Ducks Game Changers.
How was that?
Did you guys watch it?
No.
Nope.
It's Mighty Ducks, man. It's exactly what I would expect and would want from a Mighty Ducks series. So I'm interested to see where it goes from the first episode. The first episode is exactly what you would imagine the first episode is.
Getting the team together.
Kid gets kicked off of the Mighty Ducks team because the Mighty Ducks are now the bad guys and they're the powerhouse. And so he goes
So was like they taking off Cobra Kai, man? Is it taking off like the?
Well, no, because it didn't change. It's not like Miyagi-Do was the evil one. Cobra Kai is still evil, but whatchamacallit, but I mean it's definitely a similar thing, but it's completely different cast. But yeah, the kid gets kicked off the team, goes and creates his own team, and gets a bunch of misfit kids together. But it's good so far. I'm interested in seeing how it plays out. I want to see where they go with it. I'm not mad at it. Let's see, what else have I been watching? I finished The Stand. Started out strong, ended a little weak. I wasn't really I wasn't a big fan of the ending. They kind of actually left it open for like a sequel series. Like I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling that. I thought it should have just been like a one and done thing.
Gotta ask you a question, Rob. There is a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out in April on HBO Max.
23rd, I believe.
Excellent. And Shauna, I will go see the chickens. But I don't know about this week because I'm working every single day this week. So.
Pete says he likes chicken parm, so have it cooked up and ready for him.
I know.
But whatchamacallit? So what else have I been watching? That's it, because I've been playing more than I've been watching. So
all right. I haven't watched anything outside of what I already talked about. Mortal Kombat, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Kong vs. Godzilla. That's about it. Pete, what about you?
And I really haven't watched anything except for like pretty much the homework and all that stuff. I have played a game though, and
go to what you've been playing then.
Yeah, okay, so I beat a game actually, guys. Guess what? I beat a game.
Guess what? I beat a game too.
Mortal Kombat.
And I beat Arkham Asylum.
Oh, you beat Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I already beat it, man. Yes, it's so yeah, I started playing it I think a few weeks ago, and then I finally beat it like the last couple of days and all that. So I agree with you, and I like the fact that it's very linear. It's kind of like goes. I think the one thing, the reason why it's linear because you don't have too many side missions. Which I feel like the other games do. You have to go like I know like in
I feel that it kind of makes the story a little stronger. Is that it's like
well you're more focused on the story. You kind of focus on getting to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of continue because you're not sidetracked by doing all these different like side missions in the other games
and not overwhelmed.
I like the definitely. I mean, I feel like all the games have kind of the gothic kind of look to it, so. It doesn't really change that much. I kind of wish that I'd play Arkham Asylum first instead of Arkham City because I feel like that's because Arkham City literally kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, dude, this game's amazing. What the hell have I been doing all these years not playing these games? But but I still enjoy playing this game even for the first time. Even though I know what happens, I know the storyline, I know like I think the biggest thing were like the gameplay. Like I know the gameplay, how to play the game. So it's kind of like when you start playing Arkham Asylum, you already know the gameplay exactly, like the weapons and how to do certain things. But I think that some of the cool I think Poison Ivy boss fight was really cool. Definitely probably the hardest of the game. Scarecrow was really cool, actually. I thought that was some of the coolest part of the game. The Scarecrow, the hallucination.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
really cool. Like there's one part where like you're just walking and you think the game kind of like has like some sort of like it just stops. So you think it's a glitch or something, and then it goes to it's like a dream sequence and all that stuff. And I'm like, it kind of like almost restarts the game, but you're actually like now they're taking you into Arkham. Like you switch the position to Joker. So I thought that was a really cool part. And I love the fact that, like it shows his parents and how like, it's always, I always think that was one of the cool things about Batman as a character. It's the fact that he still doesn't get over his parents' death, and he still feels guilty about it, and he lives with that for the rest of his life, and that's why he continuously has to be Batman because of that. And I think that's one of the coolest, and that's like his biggest fear too. That's like one of the things he fears. He feels to be a disappointment for his parents or whatever. And I think that goes to show what kind of character Batman is as a character. And I always feel like I love the fact to continue that lore in the video games, in the movies, anything you do. So, but yeah, it's really fun. I'm glad I beat it. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been playing and all that stuff. I kind of actually want to, not that I beat this, I kind of want to go play Arkham Knight and beat that. That's the only Batman game I have not beaten yet. So
I enjoyed it.
Let me ask you something before we talk about what you guys been playing. What is your favorite Arkham series game?
Oh, City.
City.
Yeah, I have to say City still. No, even
I do enjoy. Like you're saying, I do enjoy Arkham Asylum. I would probably say Arkham Asylum is my second, and then I would probably go with, even though I haven't finished Knight, I would say Knight prior to Arkham Origins. I think Arkham Origins even though it's good, I still feel it's the weakest.
The boss fights in Arkham Origins are excellent, though.
They are, but I don't know. It feels like a side story more than it does like a main story.
It does. But I do think that, like, if you go back, like, Deathstroke fight scene, the boss fight in Deathstroke is amazing. It's all those Firefly and Copperhead or whatever. I thought they were really cool.
Yeah,
and Bane
I thought
too.
I was gonna say the Bane one was really good too.
Like, I feel like some of the other, but nothing can take away, I think, for the boss fight from Mr. Freeze, I feel, in Arkham City, because that literally you have to use your head to beat that. I thought that was a really cool fight scene. So, but yeah, I kind of agree with you. City is definitely the best. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Outside of the normal things, I haven't been playing too much. Yeah, no, just Call of Duty Warzone mostly. What about you, Ant?
So I beat a game just like Pete. I beat It Takes Two.
Already?
Yeah, already. I Power Beast. The Beast do that. I Chris King that game.
Anyway,
about 8 to 10 hours.
Oh, so you guys are already you and Lee play 8 to 10 hours that game?
Yep.
Holy crap!
So it is from Hazelight Studios. Which also made A Way Out, and they also made Brothers. So they only make co-op games. It's from the director turned game maker Joseph Ferrer, his name, or Ferrars. Basically, the guy who's famous for the Video Game Awards saying "fuck the Oscars," which amazingly, there's an Easter egg for that in the game where if you go. Awesome. If you go on top of like these pillows in the girl's room, and you like use this, like she has like a little radio. If you look for different frequencies, that you could find a frequency where it has his like little "fuck the Oscars" speech on there. And I was like, dude, that's hilarious. Yeah, so that cracked me up. But no, this is definitely my game of the year so far that I've played. Out of games that dropped this year, it's gonna be tough to pass it up. It is probably one of the best co-op experiences I've ever played. The best way I could describe it is think of a PG-13 Conqueror's Bad Fur Day, but co-op through the whole game. And the reason I say that, and I'll kind of explain it, because I know that people probably wouldn't get that comparison. It's because every segment of the game, it's like a different gameplay style. So like one gameplay style, you will be like flying on a bird. The next one, you'll be like riding on a spider and doing different stuff. The next one is like kind of like an isometric like Diablo clone. Like, I mean, it's like completely all over the place. Like, and it always has you like doing something different. Even the last level, it's a music level, and like you have to do like Guitar Hero stuff. And like, so completely like it's like it keeps you, changing it up. Like the puzzles in every level are different too. Like one level, each person has a different side of a magnet. So your magnets like can pull or push away and stuff like that. Another one person has the ability to make a clone of themselves, and the other person has the ability to rewind and fast forward time. So it's that you're like the puzzles are really clever. Like everything about it's really cool. And if if you do want to play with a friend, only one of you has to own the game. So basically, if one person buys it, the other person can download a friend pass copy of it, and you can play it with them. So. And it's only a $40 game too, so I highly recommend it. I haven't had a chance to play Brothers, I heard it's a really good game. I have started A Way Out. I haven't finished it yet, but that from what I played, that's a really good game. If you enjoy narrative games, I know you enjoy narrative games, Chris. You would probably like A Way Out a lot.
I played a little bit of it. Didn't finish it though.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good story. So and that's really what I think that he goes for is a good story. But the story of it, It Takes Two, basically, two parents, they've been fighting a lot, haven't been spending time with each other, so they're getting a divorce. So basically, the kid like finds this book that's like the book of love, and so she has like two little clay dolls like of her parents, and like so she hears like that they're getting divorced, so she gets upset, starts crying, her tears turn the dolls into like them, and then the book of love is like he's like the guy that's trying to like basically like go through therapy, like each level is like a therapy session, and you're trying to like, and then so you finally realize that you're still in love and blah 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 blah. So
All right.
yeah, it's very Pixar-ish, honestly. Kind of gave me like Inside Out vibes, like that kind of stuff.
I can see that.
Yeah,
But
I highly recommend it. Yeah, highly recommend it. I think it's sitting at like a 90% on Metacritic, which is phenomenal. So
that's pretty good.
What do you give it, a 9 too?
Honestly, man, dude, I don't want to say 10 because I guess that's like, but it's one of my favorite games in a long time. So like I don't want to give it a number. Like I'll just say it's my favorite platforming game since Mario Odyssey, if that helps you.
All right.
There you go. All right. Well, that's all I have. Do you guys have anything else?
That's all I have.
All right. Catch you guys next week. We'll be reviewing Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh God, we're gonna get annihilated next week, man. That's terrible.
Annihilation, and also we're reviewing Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 3. Also be reviewing Godzilla versus King Kong as well.
And maybe Concrete Cowboys, right?
And Concrete Cowboy is also this weekend as well.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So until then, I'm King Black Cherry,
the real Ant-Man.
Catch you guys later.
Have a good evening.